After exploring the East Coast, the Sea Unicorns are back at the friendly confines of Dodd Stadium. Good evening, baseball fans. Adam Plager alongside Logan Rundy. Capital Property Group pregame show. Boy, it's been some time. I'm glad I got that all down. Boy, it has felt like a long time since we played a baseball game right here in Norwich.
Yeah, it has been since Wednesday the 17th, almost, 12 days since we've been here. And that's coming off a series win, too. So hopefully some consistency here at home after an unfortunate road trip.
Well, let's talk about this road trip. Certainly deserved a better fate in Vermont. Love the way they started in Worcester. Your thoughts, walk me through that road trip. It's a lot of baseball to talk about. 6 games on the road, go 2-4 on that road trip. Your takeaways from that experience on the road?
Yeah, I thought there was a lot of good. I thought there was a lot of fight, which we were missing at the beginning of the year, and I thought there was one comeback win in there as well, which is great. You don't see that very often, at least early on from this team, but again, it shows the confidence that's starting to develop. Some of the bad things, the errors have increased once again, a lot of errors, and then the early scoring. It used to be a late scoring problem. Now other teams are getting on the Sea Unicorns early. That's got to be changed here. Balance out the scoring a little bit, or don't have them score at all.
It's certainly an ugly one, though, at Williamson Stadium in Nashville. It's a Silver Knights team that has had Norwich's number to this point. The good news is you get to see that same opponent here tonight. They're in 4th place. They have the final spot in the Futures League standings. I know we're starting to get to that midway point in the season, but it has to excite you to play a team that you certainly want to get some revenge upon.
Yeah, Williamson Stadium's a really tough place to play over in Nashua, and I think we made a lot of errors, and that was kind of the game right there. And that Nashua offense, once they get rolling, they're very good. They can be exploited in the pitching side of it, but if the offense is rolling, it's hard to stop them. And I think we're a team that really runs on momentum. If we don't have it, I think it does cause some rift, some problems. We never had it on Saturday against Nashua. We couldn't even complete the game.
Well, I don't know if you can believe it, but we are nearing the end of June, nearing the midway point in the season. Tonight, Game 27. Let's take a look at those updated Futures League standings up there on your screen. Vermont has been the lead dog almost all summer long. They're in 1st place. They're a team that has played some great baseball as well. New Britain 2nd. Worcester has won 5 straight games. They're in 3rd place. They're climbing up the leaderboard. Nashville, the team we see tonight, in that final playoff spot. They've had Norwich's number. They've scored 27 runs against the Sea Unicorns. Huge game. A lot at stake here tonight. Sea Unicorns behind them in 5th. Starfires are scuffling right now. They have lost 5 in a row, and then the Lowell Spinners have won 3 of their last 4. I know they're in the dweller in the Futures League standings. What do you make of this at June 29th?
Yeah, I think you knew Vermont was going to be really good all year long. And I think the other thing about that is New Britain has been a little bit of a surprise. They put things together more so than I think was expected this year. Worcester's been absolutely rolling, especially at home. They're really good. Nashua's been catching up after a couple of bad weeks the last time we spoke here on this pregame show. So a lot of teams are starting to get hot right now. Norwich is kind of the team at the moment that has slowed down a little bit. They had a good couple of weeks here at home. You have 3 out of 5 here at home this week. Got to find a way to take 2, if not 3.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Let's take a closer look at how Norwich has fared against the opponents in the Futures League. We'll start with the Lake Monsters. We've seen a lot of Vermont as of late. We'll go right back to Burlington later on this weekend. 3-3 against the 1st place Lake Monsters. Your thoughts in that matchup so far?
I think we really match up well against them. I think when you put their offense down, we can pitch with them. That's the biggest thing. But when you let their offense get hot like it happened 2 out of 3 times the other day, I think you got to find a way, right? Try to be able to be good against the top of the table, and they have been. It's actually almost a 500 record against the top of the table this year. It's in the bottom of the table, Nashua, Westfield, Lowell, they're 0-2 against. You have to find a way to win the games you're supposed to win and take a few of the games you're not supposed to win as well.
Yeah, you said it. Against Nashua and Lowell, Norwich is 0-4 this summer. That certainly will not roll going towards the playoff hunt. A good chance, like we said tonight, against the Silver Knights. How do you set the tone against this Nashua group?
Matt Abbott's got to pitch early. He's got to find a way to pound the zone and find a way to pitch smart. What I mean by that is pound the zone, but also find a way to be creative with your pitching as well. The defense, the errors got to go down again. It was a problem in the first couple weeks of the year. It arose on that 6-game road trip and a numerous amount of 6 in the last 2 games. So find a way to play clean defense, play the way you were playing last week.
Let's take a look at that upcoming schedule. This will take us all the way through July 6th. Includes that series in Vermont up there on your screen as you see it displayed. 6 of the next 8 back on the road in enemy territory, and that's why it's so important to win games at home.
Well, it absolutely is, and you're seeing some good teams here at home. Nashua's been red hot. You'll see Worcester here on Friday, and then you go on the road and play a Vermont team that's been absolutely dominant all year. You got to find a way to win games here at home, right, against two teams that are red hot. It's going to be a challenge. There's no doubt about it. But this is where the good teams start to rise here, right before that halfway point of the year.
It's so easy, especially for a young player. You look at the schedule, game after game after game, and it's so easy to look big picture. How do you keep yourself in the moment, focus on the task at hand? And tonight, it's the Nashua Silver Knights they see on that schedule. How do you keep yourself in the moment before you look too deep down the calendar?
I like to take it in weeks, right? Take what you can take in the week at a time. Number one is this week. We start on Monday, right? Nashua. You have 3 home games this week. Okay, you have Nashua, and Wednesday you'll play, and then Friday you'll take Worcester again, right? Then you kind of have to blank out what the past looked like. Saturday was ugly. That's just the true nature of it, right? Turn the page. It doesn't matter anymore. It's over. Find a way to come back, and I think that shows a lot more about this team if they win and come back, or if they fight throughout the day and lose. I think if I see some fight, I'm going to be happy.
No doubt about it. Let's talk about some of the exciting stuff from this recent road trip. How about we get on the prowl with our Quinnipiac Bobcats? Matt Park, boy, what a swing he's got going for himself right now, hitting .320 over his last 6 games. And I don't know if you can remember, it was a slow start to the 2026 summer. He's rolling right now.
Yeah, it was a slow start, but I think we talked about throughout last week and when he was struggling that he's been hitting the ball over the fence in batting practice. It just took in game to do it. He had 2 on the road last week, so finding a way to hit it over the fence. This is a hard fence to hit it over as well. 400 plus feet and some ends. He's done a great job of just shortening up the swing and using his power. He uses a lot of generation from his legs, which is rare for a lot of hitters. They use it from their core a lot of the times. He uses his legs. A little shorter of a guy as well, so being able to produce that power has been really good. And the next guy we're going to talk about, Caden Williamson, is doing the exact opposite, but still being effective.
Well, let's talk about Caden Williamson. You wanted to jump right to him. Let's do it. Hits in 6 straight games. He's batting .360 over the stretch. Boy, the Quinnipiac Bobcats, all the Bobcats are on the prowl. Look out. Boy, it's hunting season when these 2 guys are at the plate. Why is that? What are you seeing from them right now offensively?
Yeah, Quinnipiac was one of the best offenses in the Metro, formerly known as the MAC, last year. I'm not surprised. And those guys were big contributors in that offense, and finding a way to do it here in the summer, it took a while. Sometimes when you play late into the postseason like Quinnipiac did, into the conference tournament, it takes a little bit of quote-unquote hangover to kind of come back and find your rhythm again, especially in a place that's unfamiliar. So, again, Caden Williamson is singling teams to death. Matt Park is homering. It's kind of a weird attack, but it's one that's working for Norwich.
Yeah, it certainly is. Let's get that graphic up there on your screen side by side. Boy, you see the numbers. Boy, both of their averages in the mid-3s. Boy, that has certainly have to excite you. Caden Williamson is back in the starting 9 here tonight for Zach Gitcher's side. Boy, he's getting on the bases. He's also stealing a lot of bases as well. The little details of the game, it's been there for Caden Williamson since the start.
Yeah, it really has, and I think he's been good all year. It was just about the bat. When was that going to come along? When we were going to have the consistency, and we found it. Now it's about keeping that consistency throughout the week here, especially when you have 3 games in 5 days here at Dodd Stadium.
And how about the RBIs right now for Matt Park? Boy, it's fun to be a duck on the pond. I know a duck and a Bobcat, boy, you feel like you're going to get hunted. No, he's helping them out. He is driving them in right now. 6 runs driven in over his last 6 games. And these home runs are big home runs. They're coming in a big spot, too.
I think so, too. It's more planned out, which is my big thing. Like, he comes to the plate with a plan. I think that was missing from Matt's game, where you saw kind of the rollovers and the ugly swings at times. And now we're seeing really pretty swings. We're seeing really good at-bats, planned at-bats, and I think that's all it takes. It's really simple here in baseball. If you make contact and have a plan, you're probably going to be pretty successful.
Well, there's no one better to talk to about that pretty swing at the plate. We will chat in the cage with Caden Williamson, Logan Rundy, Cage Chatter with Caden Williamson. You don't want to miss it. It's up right after this on the Capital Property Group Pregame Show.
Is it safe to visit the dentist? In a word, yes, especially if that dentist is Dr. Katzoff and the staff at Griswold Dental Associates. They follow all the latest safety protocols while doing what they do best, taking care of you. From preventive to restorative, your dental care couldn't be in better hands. To schedule your appointment, call Griswold Dental Associates today, 860-376-2626. That's 860-376-2626.
Welcome to In the Cage. Logan you and my main man, Caden Williamson. We're here to all talk about hitting. Caden's been on an absolute tear through the singles. I have to ask you, in terms of singles, you're not really looking for a power approach at that point. What has been the approach over the last week at the plate in terms of putting the ball in play?
Yeah, they're really been a power guy, so kind of just thinking backside. Because if I try to pull it, I'll do too much. But if I think backside, my bat stays through the zone a little bit longer, and I can just make contacts better.
Absolutely. So let's get your stance here for a second. For the hitters out there, there's 3 zones we hit in. Number 1 is here. This is the pull side. Then you put it into the plate a little bit. That's right up the middle. But where you've been catching is back here. What's the approach to stand back? I mean, it takes so much discipline.
Kind of just more to see the ball longer. So if I see the ball longer, I can get better barrel control and get through it. And if I'm out front, there's a lot more room for air. Whereas if I catch it back here, see it longer, and it just goes that way.
Yeah, let's get your stance very quick. 2 strikes on you. You're talking back on the weight distribution. Where is it? Do you put more on that back foot? Do you put more in the middle, or is it all with your hands?
I try to stay pretty even throughout my legs, and then more just like let my hands work to the ball, and I try to get through the ball. So just not staying too far back, not staying too far on my front foot, just in the middle, and let the hands work.
So let your center of gravity be where it is.
Yeah.
For your hands purposes, I like to see this perfect, like, kind of straight line. I'm sure you've heard that before. With 2 strikes, that kind of all goes out the window. How do you keep to that plan, but also deviate off it enough where you can still put the ball in play wherever the ball is pitched?
I mean, I feel like there's no like true way to do it or anything. It's more just like you got to get to the ball and you got to do whatever you can to stay alive. So if your hands get away from you for an outside pitch, your hands get away from you, you just got to make sure the barrel still gets there.
Yeah, so you're talking about the barrel. What about your hands in terms of on the bat? Are you choking up in 2 strike approaches? For singles, are you kind of holding the bat a little bit higher because you don't need the power generation? Where are those hands?
No, I don't choke up at all. I keep my hands in the same spot on the load. It's more just, it's more in the leg lift. I don't like, I'll get a little bit spread out a little bit more so there's not as much movement, and just stay a little bit shorter here. And maybe I don't bring my hands back as much, but other than that, it's not really in the, like choking up or anything. It's more in the legs.
Yeah, this is the big thing I see. Go back into your stance for me. Player, come in a little closer, right to the hands here, if you will. Look at these knuckles. This is the big thing right here. If you line these up perfectly, you don't really have to do much. To see if you broke the hands, is what we call it here in the sport. Look where this back goes. Kind of goes down. For singles, you're trying to put the ball right on a flat line, right? You're not trying to pop it up. What has been the approach for you when you get into slumps? Obviously, you haven't been into one over the last week. How has that been consistent?
Just constant training, I guess, and just sticking to like not trying to like do something different at each time. Just sticking to what I know I can do and like what's been working. Try not to get off that.
Absolutely. It's been working for Caden Williamson over the last week, trying to continue it here during 3 out of the 5 home games this week. We'll travel on the road tomorrow as well. Caden Williamson's been absolutely raking. You've been in the cage with myself and the man of the hour, Caden Williamson.
Great work as always by you in the cage. I dialed in.
I dialed.
That was great stuff by you, Caden Williamson. He will not be in this prospect showcase. Very well could be in this game. It's tomorrow at Dodd Stadium. What should the fans know?
Yeah, the fans should know that's going to be great baseball. Obviously, some of our guys are here. Some of the Futures League's best is here. Some returners are coming back who played in Norwich a couple of years ago. Matt Bucciero is now in that incoming draft class, likely to get drafted in the later rounds. And you got some awesome talent as well coming from that draft class. It's going to be a lot of fun here tomorrow night.
Let's talk about our guys. I know the Sea Unicorn fans want to know about which Sea Unicorns are in the event. Let's start with Michael Fiataroni. Boy, he's the pulse of this clubhouse. Boy, when he's going, it feels like this group is going. Batting .315, second on the team in batting average. He's played the most games. It doesn't matter what you ask him to do. Play first base, second base, shortstop. He's always trying to help the team win. It's a lot of fun to watch him. He'll be out on that diamond tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely. And when you have a guy that's that versatile, it's easy to put him in that Futures League game, right? To put him in a prospect game where he's going to come out and play for the Futures League as he has done all year. In my opinion, a little bias, of course, he's been a top 10 guy in the Futures League, and that's shown, right? To be able to go out there and hopefully put some talents on in front of some pretty important people, hopefully he gets the exposure that he needs as well.
Let's talk about one of the younger guys in this league, but he is well beyond his years. Sean Flair, a right-hander headed to UConn. Boy, he's got so much poise. It's a lot of fun to watch him on the mound right now. What have you seen from him? So much gas in the tank for him. Big product, headed to UConn. Potential to get drafted as well, coming out of high school out of Choate.
Yeah, we'll see. I think at this moment, he might get a look, right? Tomorrow is about getting exposure and not overthrowing. That's what I'm a little worried about tomorrow. When you have a young kid that's in front of some big MLB names, you tend to overthrow. We saw here last week against Vermont, that prospect tended to overthrow and he was wild, right? Sean's just got to stay within himself at the time, throw strikes in the zone. That sinker is absolute filth. And if he's able to control his emotions, I think he's going to be awesome tomorrow night.
Let's get that stat graphic up there on your screen. Both of those guys, Michael Fiataroni, what he has been doing this summer, 20 runs batted in, 15 ribbies. How about this? League leader, 19 stolen bases. Well, you better know when he's on the base paths. He's hunting them. He's been doing it all summer.
Yeah, Norwich is the best team in the league on the base paths. They just have to find a way to be there, and Mike's been the leader in that department, whether it's stealing bases, whether it's getting on. He's well-deserved to play in this prospects game, and I feel like if he continues what he's doing even tonight, he continues it tomorrow, and then he continues it for the next month and change, he's going to be great here down the stretch.
The other man on this graphic, Sean Flaherty, and I know you said staying composed. How about 14 strikeouts to 2 walks this summer? Boy, he's been all over the strike zone, pounding it. He's topped out at 91 this summer. He can get it up to 95, 96. Well, you don't need the extra gas when you are dotting the edges the way he has.
Yeah, and you said it. It's location, right? When he's around the zone and he's putting the ball where he wants to put it, that velocity, the 4 or 5 ticks of it is not important, right? Obviously, if you're not in the zone, you kind of do have to gas it up a little bit to give a little bit of a different look to the hitter. But when he's been playing the way he is, that plus 12 in the walks to strikeouts ratio, as a closer, there's nothing more you can ask for.
Speaking of the game as a whole, right here, we'll be underway 4 o'clock Eastern time. Batting practice will get underway. We will be live with all the action. You don't want to miss it tomorrow. First pitch coming at you 6:30 right here at Dodd Stadium. A little different. It's a showcase. It's not really a game. 5 batters every inning, and then they switch. That's just to keep the arms fresh. Don't want to overwork anybody. We want to see it right back here. Admission's free. Well, there's no excuse why I shouldn't be here tomorrow night.
Zero excuse not to be here.
Well, speaking of zero excuse not to be here, Zach Gitcher, he's always here. He's up next with this man, Logan Rundy. It's the Clubhouse Report with Zach Gitcher.
Welcome to the Clubhouse Report with manager Zach Gitcher. Zach, obviously the road trip, not exactly how you planned. What were some of the positive things, though, on that trip?
You know, I think from my perspective, I think anytime you go on a road trip, guys get to bond and get closer together. So I think that was a plus. Long bus rides with each other always helps that. And there were some positives. Like, we were in tight games the whole way, and I think that builds a lot of, I don't want to say in-game knowledge, but, like, guys get more comfortable in those tighter games. For me, myself, and the coaching staff, I feel like most of our wins have been either by a good margin or our losses have been by a good margin. So we haven't had too many tight losses except for the ones, a couple early in the year. But I think for us, like, you know, we just went toe-to-toe with the best team in the league on paper. And, you know, I think we competed our tails off against them. And realistically, probably should have taken at least 2 of 3 from them.
Yeah, absolutely. Early in the year, it was the later stages of the game, the 8th, the 9th inning, where the problems rise. On this road trip, it was early in the game. How do you find a way to kind of even spread out the scoring if that's going to happen?
Yeah, I think I talked to our hitters a little bit on the bus after the 8-1 game, where we were up 8-1 going into the 7th. And I just said to them, like, look, guys, like, anytime you're up 8-1, like, a lot of teams are going to put in different arms. Like, they're not going to use they're not using their closers against you when they're down 8-1. And I think Vermont did a really good job. Those guys that came out of the pen for them just attacked, and our hitters got themselves out early in counts. So from an offensive perspective, what I was saying to our guys is, like, we've got to get deeper into counts, get those guys out of the game, and, you know, try to go for that mercy rule when you're up 8-1. And then on the pitching side, like, the bullpen, I think the week before that was lights out. You know, look at every major league team. You're not going to have a bullpen that's always throwing up donuts, and I think our guys competed as best they could, and the ball just didn't fall our way.
Yeah, absolutely. You return home now. It's good to be home after being on the road for a week plus. Let's flip back to the last time you were home. 2 out of 3 against Vermont. You took them into that series. You won the series, and then you head back on the road. What has to happen to be consistent here at Dodd Stadium?
You know, I think it just comes down to those 3 facets of the game, like pitching, defense, and offense. Like, I think from an offensive perspective, we've really started to figure it out and buy into our approach. You know, and you're going to have some games where you don't hit as much as you should. But I think we've done a good job offensively at just staying in games and really competing in the box. And then on the pitching side, I feel like our pitchers have been really good at just trying to get in and out of innings. There's obviously adjustments that need to be made, and I think we've been making those. I've been talking with them and going to talk with them again today. And then on the defensive side, it's just playing clean baseball. I think some of those tough games that we lost, it was just we didn't play clean baseball, and Vermont or whoever we played might have played a little bit cleaner. And that happens. It's still the way I look at it is it's still early in the year. We're not halfway through yet, so let's get to halfway through, and then let's just keep trying to keep the energy going and get into the playoffs.
Yeah, absolutely. You see a team that you saw on Saturday, and unfortunately for us, they've had our number pretty much all year. You turn the page, you come here at home, obviously an unwanted result last time in a mercy rule. How do you change the pitch?
Yeah, I think just for us, I think the two games that we had against them, starters struggled to get out of the first or second inning. I think it starts with a good start. And then from there, defense. I think in that first game against Nashville, we made 5 or 6 errors. And you're normally never going to win a baseball game when you do that. And then this past week, we just kind of nibbled around the zone a little too much. And then when we were in the zone, it was fat, and guys took advantage of it. So I think for us, it's just being on the attack at all times, putting them in defensive counts.
Absolutely. Sea Unicorns looking for revenge from Saturday against Nashua. This has been the Clubhouse Report with manager Zach Gitcher. Adam, back to you.
Great stuff, as always, by you, Zach Gitcher on the Clubhouse Report. You knock it out of the park every time. He designs the starting 9, as always, for the Sea Unicorns. And tonight, it's the Sacred Heart product, C.J. Nolan, who leads it off. What do you want to see out of him?
Good at bats, number 1, right? He's been kind of down at the bottom of the lineup where it's a totally different approach. When you're up at the top, you got to find a way to get on here in the first inning, and you're probably going to see the most at bats in the game as well out of all hitters. So find a way to definitely make something happen at the top. Stringing a couple hits together during that leadoff spot, they're going to be in a good spot.
This 2-3 right here in this lineup, it doesn't get any better than that. Caden Williamson, boy, he has been so good for this group. He's got hits in 6 straight games. He's batting .360 over this clip, and then you followed up with Kenny No, who's hitting a casual .373 on the summer. Boy, you know they're getting on at the top of the lineup.
Yeah, Caden Williamson's familiar in that 2 spot. Continue what you're doing. Hit those singles, get the base hits, find yourself, get on. Kenny No, he's in a different spot than he normally is. He's usually in the 1-2 spot. He slid down all the way to the 3. Your approach changes. Now you're driving in runs. Now you're hitting for power a little bit more. He's one of the only guys to hit a home run here this year. So find a way to use some of that power, but also stay within yourself.
TJ Bayer gets the cleanup duties, a spot we haven't seen him hit all summer long. We've seen him hit 5. We've seen him hit 7 a ton. What's the difference in that spot of the lineup compared to being number 4, where you know you're going to have some guys on base when you get up there?
Usually it's where the guys are on the base pass. Now, when you're dealing with first and second, you're probably in a second and third or a third-only situation. So it's a different approach. It's all about putting the ball in play. Sacrifice flies now more than anything, right? You're not trying to put the ball on a line anymore. You're trying to do a job in that 5 spot, and he's doing a good job of that so far this year.
Taylor Kaufman is in that number 5 spot here tonight. He's cooled off a little bit. Certainly want to get his back going once again. And then it's Dylan Semini batting 6th, and Jack Treat, a guy who's starting to pick up his hits as well. He reminds me a lot to Matt Park. Cool at the beginning of the summer. All of a sudden, you can count a Jack Treat single, a double as well. Boy, he's starting to pick his moments.
Yeah, he is starting to pick his moments, and the thing that this offense needs to do is produce in all 3 sets of it. The top 3, the middle 3, and the bottom 3. The bottom third production hasn't been great all year, and those 3 guys have the option to kind of transition from the middle to the end of the lineup. They're going to have to do so for some success against a great Nashville offense.
I know you've loved Luke Maltasia defensively, but he's such a tough guy to get out at the plate. Why?
Well, it's all approach. He uses his hands a lot. He'll choke up a lot on the bat, so he's really quick to the ball. He's not a guy that's really trying to hit for power at all. He's literally just trying to put it in play. A little bit more strikeouts and pop-ups than you're looking for early on in the year. I feel as if he's gotten a lot more comfortable over the last couple of weeks.
A lot of balance in this lineup when you get to see Brandon O'Neill batting 9th. Boy, he's the second leadoff hitter in this lineup. He's been so great at home as well.
He's been great at home, and especially defensively, and he's strung a couple hits together offensively as well. He's really starting to feel it. I think he's been the MVP here at home so far this year. Put that together with some of the road stuff he did over the last week. He's been great.
That's the starting 9 tonight for Zach Gitcher. Matt Tabbitt We'll get the baseball. Three years ago, history was made.
Hicks and deals. Swing and a miss, there it is! It's over! The Sea Unicorns win! The Futures League runs through the Rose City!
2 years ago, they proved they could do it again. Third, he's gonna come all the way home and score! The Norwich Sea Unicorns are back-to-back Future League champions. In 2025, a dynasty was born. A bouncer, Walsh charges in, he snaps it across the diamond. Say goodnight to the Bees. 3 straight championships in the Rose City. Now the Sea Unicorns set sail for another chapter. Norwich Sea Unicorn baseball is on the air from Dodd Stadium. Boy, what a time it has been. 12 days since the Sea Unicorns have played here at home. Adam Plager and Mike Neville with you. The Sea Unicorns find themselves in 5th place behind those Nashua Silver Knights. They have outscored Norwich 27-1 in the first 2 games. Logan Rundy is standing by with Evan Olinson. As always, it's his locks to victory. Before we get down to business here tonight, the 11th home game of the summer, Logan Rundy, over to you and your locks to victory.
Thanks, guys. Sea Unicorns looking to get back into the winning ways. The first way to do it is make it easy on yourself. Don't make any errors. Errors decided to come right back up on that 6-game road trip after disappearing for a couple of weeks. Got to get back to those ways here at home where you're playing clean defense throughout the whole game. The second one is win early. What I mean by that is there was at least 1 run up in games on the road last week. Got to find a way to either push those runs to the end when you have a lead or don't have them at all. First pitch is right around the corner. Adam and Mike, back to you.
Great stuff, as always, Logan and his locks to victory. It's always fun for our moments with Mike. Mike Neville, over to you.
Man, it's hot out. Whew. Whoa. Hey there, Sea Unicorn fans. Did not see you there. Moments with Mike, with yours truly, Mike Neville. And ladies and gentlemen, it is a hot one out here today in southeastern Connecticut. So much so that the dogs are barking. Had to bring out the Berks just for tonight's game. And ladies and gentlemen, as I said, it's a hot one out here in southeastern Connecticut, but it's going to even be more hot right at the diamond behind me in just about an hour or so, as the Sea Unicorns will return home after a very lengthy road trip. They faced the Bravehearts, the Lake Monsters, and then the Silver Knights. They went 2-4 on the road, with their last game taking place Saturday against these Silver Knights, in which they lost 11-1. On the mound tonight for the Sea Unicorns, Matt Tavitt has had an extremely hot start to the season, although his last couple of games he's cooled down a little bit, back to normal. Looking to get above normal and back into the win column are the Sea Unicorns, with Tavitt on the mound in a very pitcher-friendly Dodd Stadium. And you know, we're at the midpoint part of the season. anything can happen. Sea Unicorns currently sit in 5th in the Futures League standings, although that could all change if they catch fire. We saw the Red Sox do it just last night versus the Yankees, so anything can happen here in baseball. And with the midpoint part of the season means we're going to have new players come in. One of those new players, Aiden Cochran, product out of East Lyme, Connecticut, just about 30 minutes down the road. He is committed to UConn, was one of the top pitching prospects in the state of Connecticut. His fastball sits in the mid-90s, and he has a nasty, nasty slider. So be on the lookout for him pitching in a Sea Unicorns jersey very, very soon. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that wraps it up for Moments with Mike. It's a Monday. Kids Eat Free, brought to you by BTW Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. I'm ready. You're ready. I know Plager's ready. We're going to send it back to him. This has been Moments with Mike. Sea Unicorn Baseball, right around the corner.
Mike, great job, as always. Moments with Mike, it doesn't get any better than that. Boy, it's good to get you back in the saddle here tonight. Boy, have you missed it?
Adam, I just had to run all the way from back in left field just to get here in time, but yes, Adam, I have missed it. You know, it's good to be back here at Dodd. It seems as if it's almost opening day all over again. Of course, as I mentioned in my segment, Moments with Mike, Sea Unicorns went 2-4 on the road. Not an ideal outcome for them. I mean, they went into the road trip, one of the hottest teams in the Futures League, taking 2 out of 3 away from the Lake Monsters when they played here at Dodd. They now find themselves in 5th place in the Futures League standings, 5.5 games out of first base and just a game out of a playoff spot. If they tie the Silver Knights today, or if they win tonight versus the Silver Knights, they'll be 13-14.
This is a big game. Sea Unicorns getting set to take the field. It's a Matt Tabbitt bump day here tonight at Dodd Stadium. The right-hander out of Amherst College takes the rubber here tonight. A huge game for the Sea Unicorns as we get ready to honor America and our stars and stripes.
As we will now honor America and those defending our freedoms with the singing of our national anthem. I direct your attention behind home plate. Performing the anthem this evening, please welcome Lily Edgar and Hannah Corbett.
What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rockets went glad, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
A wonderful rendition of our national anthem here tonight. Matt Tabbitt gets the baseball here for the Norwich Sea Unicorns on this Monday night here from Dodd Stadium. The right-hander out of Amherst College trying to get himself back on track here tonight. He's given up 6 earned runs over his last 6 innings of work, but boy, do we remember the start he had this summer, Mike. 14 consecutive shutout innings for the right-hander out of Wilton, Connecticut. Boy, he's going to need to be lights out tonight against one of the top offenses in the Futures League.
And you know, before these last couple of games, he was the ace of the staff. He's still the ace of the staff. I mean, look at his numbers. Through 20 innings pitched, he's rocking a 2.79 ERA, and he has been absolutely lights out. His last game, June 23rd, at the Woo, he only made it through 2 innings pitched, 4 runs, all of them earned, and then a game before that here at Dodd Stadium, June 15th, 7 hits, 2 earned runs, although with 3 strikeouts. Look, he played very good versus the Lake Monsters his last time here at Dodd. This is only his second game here in the Rose of New England, so we'll see how he's going to do. But judging by the numbers, I think he's going to do just fine.
Let's take a look at the lineup card. Nick Guarino sets it up, as always, for the Nashua Silver Knights. They're 4th place in the Futures League. It's A.J. Kolb. He'll lead it off here tonight. Phoenix Williams hits second in center field. Connor Smith bats third in left field. The cleanup hitter tonight, Peter Kablinski. He's got the hot corner. Hudson Story bats 5th at first base. Ben Peterson does the catching, batting 6th. Mason Campagna, the designated hitter, batting 7th, with Robbie Grasso in right field, batting 8th. And Tyson Gill, he's the shortstop tonight. He rounds out the lineup card for Nick Guarino's side. Boy, the first inning, it's so important tonight for the right-hander, Matt Tabbitt.
And especially to cool off the Silver Knights. They have won 3 straight in a row, and they have been climbing the ranks of the Futures League, arguably one of the hottest teams versus these Unicorns. They have outscored them 27-1. Unbelievable performance against the reigning Futures League champions. Although, as we say, Adam, anything can happen in the Futures League, and the Silver Knights have really gotten the best of Norwich. Norwich, of course, looking to put out that fire and get a win here at home.
The Nashua Silver Knights here today for the Norwich Sea Unicorns, and the right-hander Matt Tabbitt. He'll be greeted by A.J. Kolb. He's the second baseman tonight for the Silver Knights as the Sea Unicorns look to get back into the win column. Took 1 of 3 from the Vermont Lake Monsters and then fell really flat. An 11-1 loss on Saturday. In the air, shallow pop-up. This will hang up for the shortstop. Kenny Noe makes the grab on it as we go around the diamond here tonight for Zach Gitcher's side. Brandon O'Neill over at third base. Kenny Noe's the shortstop. On the right side of the infield, C.J. Nolan at second with Jack Treat at first. In the outfield from left to right, Taylor Kaufman in left field. T.J. Bayer up the middle in center field, and the Quinnipiac Bobcat rolling right now. Caden Williamson commands right field. Luke Maltasia does the catching, and a good start tonight for Matt Tabbitt. 1 pitch, 1 out. Here's Phoenix Williams. He's taking outside with ball 1.
And Phoenix Williams, a very dangerous hitter for these Silver Knights, batting .356 on the season, 14 RBIs. And he has 4 RBIs against Norwich in the 2 games they've played.
The 1-0. Well, that just missed a little outside. It's 2-0. Nashua as a team batting .268 this summer in the Futures League. That is third best in the FCBL. The 2-0. Swinging a foul tip. Maltasia couldn't hold on to it. 2 balls and a strike, and getting ahead in counts has been so important for Matt Tabbitt. When he was rolling to begin the summer, he only went beyond 6 pitches in a count just 12% of the time. That number has ticked up over his last couple outings. The pitch in the air, straight away center field. Bayer moving back. He's got room to make the grab on it on the run, shy of the warning track. He'll set down Phoenix Williams, and just like that, 2 up and 2 down.
And the way that Tabbitt wants to attack these Silver Knights is you got to come right at him. You know, you don't want to allow these Silver Knights to get on base, steal bases, because what that's going to do is that's going to be creating runs for them. And Norwich, of course, has had their fair share of errors this season. The last few games that we've seen them play here, they have cleaned it up for the most part. They want to just play stalwart defense and get this game going in their direction.
Smith takes a little low and away. Ball 1 out of Gannon University, one of 3 Silver Knights out of Gannon University. And Sewickley, Pennsylvania, stands in the back of the righty box. Nashua wearing their alternate uniforms here today, the black tops. Nashua red writing across the chest, a big wave and a miss out in front of the kick change. And has been a pitch that Tabbitt has really unlocked something with. It's been one of his put-out pitches this summer. As the count even, 1 ball, 1 strike. The gray bottoms and the red batting helmets tonight for Nashua, and the Sea Unicorns back in their traditional home whites. The Sea Unicorn scripture in gold across the chest. Awkward swing in the air, right field side. Williamson moving over towards the chalk line, makes the grab on it. It's a 1-2-3 first inning tonight for Matt Tabbitt. Nashua nothing in the Norwich offense when we come back. Sea Unicorns baseball streaming live on YouTube, SNSN Sports, and the Futures League Network.
Safe to visit the dentist. In a word, yes, especially if that dentist is Dr. Katzoff and the staff at Griswold Dental Associates. They follow all the latest safety protocols while doing what they do best, taking care of you. From preventive to restorative, your dental care couldn't be in better hands. To schedule your appointment, call Griswold Dental Associates today, 860-376-2626. That's 860-376-2626.
With Jewett City Savings Bank's free access checking account, you get everything you need to take control of your money, including mobile banking, mobile check deposit, and a contactless debit card with mobile wallet. Add a high-yield savings account for even more control. Stop by one of our offices in Eastern Connecticut or visit jcsbank.com to open your account today. Jewett City Savings Bank, member FDIC.
Here for Military Appreciation Night.
A seamless start tonight for Matt Tabbitt. He rolls through the top of the Silver Knights lineup in order. It's Ty Lowson on the mound out of LaSalle University, a soon-to-be senior at LaSalle. This past spring at LaSalle, he pitched to a .336 ERA, 3-3 record, 42 2/3 innings worked for the right-hander Ty Lowson on the mound here today. And Mikey makes his Futures League debut tonight for Nick Guarino's side.
Yeah, Lowson was really impressive this season at LaSalle. On March 8th, believe it or not, he tossed a no-hitter, just 2 walks and 8 strikeouts. Only had 10 appearances on the spring season, 27 1/3 innings, pitched with 22 strikeouts. So the Silver Knights have definitely got themselves a reliable pitcher with a history of throwing strikeouts. So Norwich is going to have their hands full. They got to get on him early. He throws strikes, so Norwich might as well take advantage of that.
C.J. Nolan starts it out. Zach Gitcher starting 9 as always. He draws it up. We'll get to that in a moment when we have a chance as Ty Lowson is greeted here tonight at Dodd Stadium. His delivery home on the first pitch. A pop-up shallow center field. It's the second baseman, A.J. Kolb, squeezes it 1 down. Caden Williamson as red hot as they come. He bats second on a 6-game hitting streak in right field. Kenny Noe's the shortstop batting third. T.J. Bayer is in the cleanup spot in center field. Taylor Kaufman hits 5th in left field. Jack Treat batting 6th at first base. Dylan Semini's the designated hitter batting 7th. Luke Maltasia does the catching, batting 8th. And Brandon O'Neill at 3rd hits 9th at the hot corner. It's a ball and no strikes on Williamson. A lot of soft contact tonight, Mike, early from both pitchers. Here's another in the air on the right side. It's going to be the second baseman, A.J. Kolb. He's been a busy man so far this inning, and quickly there's 2 gone for the Sea Unicorns in the home first. Around the diamond defensively for Nashua. Peter Kiblinski over at 3rd. Tyson Gills the shortstop. A.J. Kolb at second. Hudson Story at first. The outfield left to right. Connor Smith in left field. Phoenix Williams up the middle in center field, and Robbie Grasso will patrol right field tonight. Ben Peterson doing the catching. Fastball down Main Street, grooved in there. First pitch strike on Kenny Noe is leading Norwich right now, .373 batting average. Freeport, New York native has gotten his rest, has not played since the series against Vermont.
And Noe has the only Sea Unicorn home run here at Dodd Stadium this year, one that he hit to right field, and it was a no-doubter.
Another pop-up. Underneath it is Noe. It's going to be the first baseman Story on the infield grass. And quickly 3 up and 3 down tonight for the Norwich top of the order. We go to the second. Scoreless in Norwich. Unicorns baseball streaming live on YouTube, SNSN Sports, and the Futures League Network.
Huge shout out to Bacchus Hospital for partnering with Griswold Middle School to give 8th grade students an unforgettable hands-on experience through Dare to Care. Students explored the critical care unit, emergency department, Lifestar helicopter, and American Ambulance while taking part in interactive safety activities like impairment goggles and Stop the Bleed training. These real-world lessons are helping empower our youth to make safe, healthy decisions and learn valuable life-saving skills. From all of us at Griswold Pride, thank you to the doctors, nurses, first responders, and staff who made this incredible day possible. Together, we're building a safer and stronger community.
Jewett City Savings Bank gives you 2 ways to pay for purchases, while also keeping your accounts and your money secure. Use our contactless debit card or add the card to the mobile wallet on your phone. Both give you a fast, safe, and easy way to check out. To learn more, stop by one of our offices in Eastern Connecticut or visit jcsbank.com. Jewett City Savings Bank, member FDIC.
Great start tonight from both starters. Boy, a lot of soft contact in that first inning. We roll to inning number 2. So important, Mike, for the Sea Unicorns to get some length out of Matt Tabbitt. He's given them 5 innings in 2 of his 5 starts, 4+ innings in 3 of the 5. And this is a bullpen that was severely taxed in Vermont. And right now dealing with some injury trouble as well on the pitching front. And because of it, so important for Matt Tabbitt to really cruise along here tonight against the hot-hitting Nashua offense.
Yeah, well, they used 13 arms during this road trip, which is never going to be good for your bullpen. No matter how deep they go, no matter how good they are, these pitchers, especially at this level, can only throw once every other couple of days, It's not like the major leagues where these guys are getting thrown into games probably like 3 times a week. So rest is extremely important for the staff.
Kiblinski takes the fastball up top. That'll even the count of 1 ball, 1 strike. When Tabbitt has been successful this summer, a big part of it has been surviving down in the zone and inducing weak contact early. Maltasia sets up inside the 1-1. Down and away. 2-1, competitive pitch, but a good take there from the third baseman, Kiblinski.
And Kiblinski, when facing him, you want to get that ball low in the zone. He's got 20 RBIs on the season, including a home run, 3 RBIs, and 2 hits on June 27th versus Norwich just a couple of days ago. Was a huge part in that win.
Kiblinski hitting over 300 this summer, 303 is average. In the cleanup spot, 3-1. Up top over the belt line. It's a 5-pitch walk. And just the 10th free pass handed out this summer by Matt Tabbitt. And the leadoff man is on for Nashua in the second.
And this is what we talked about, Adam. The Sea Unicorns creating runs for the other team. And yes, it is early, but what we don't want to see happen is Tabbitt load the bases. We saw this happen in Vermont, and yes, he was able to get through the situation, although right now this is not a good start. Kiblinski not a threat to steal, although it always hurts to have a runner on base in a tied game.
Here's Hudson Story back in the lefty box, swings away, slaps it back foul to the mesh. Strike 1. Story so far this summer batting .298 for the Silver Knights. A power hitter in the middle of their lineup, a guy that Norwich would rather face with the bases empty, but the leadoff walk has Kiblinski aboard. Story, big man, 6'2", 225 out of Bryant Stevenson Ranch, California local. Foul tips away strike 2, and there it is. Way ahead early in the count.
2 hits and an RBI on Saturday versus Norwich as the fans start to get into it, and this is exactly what this team needs. We need the fans getting involved. We haven't seen that too much in the earlier stages, although Norwich has only been home a handful of times, it seems like. 10 times.
A wave and a miss, and good work on a down and away slider from Matt Tabbitt. Got the big chase from Hudson Story. It's the first strikeout of the night from Tabbitt, and how about that response after issuing the leadoff walk on 5 pitches? He took care of Story on 3. Here's the catcher, Ben Peterson. Man on, 1 out. The fastball down and away, ball 1. Peterson, soon to be sophomore at St. Joseph's in Pennsylvania, out of Cannonsburg, Pennsylvania. Fans into it early on a Monday night. The kids eating free, as always. A big swing and a miss And just like that, it's 0-2.
Peterson played in one of the two games against Norwich so far this season. June 6th, that big 16-0 win, he had 2 hits and 2 RBIs.
The pitch in the air, popped him up on the first base side, shallow right field. Caden Williamson drops back a couple of steps, and just like that, there's 2 gone in the Nashua second inning. Fans looking to go to the dentist. Well, at Griswold Dental, you're more than a patient. You're a part of the Griswold Dental family. Find out more at griswolddental.net.
And in this long away series, I managed to get over finally to have a much-needed dental cleaning by my friends at Griswold Dental. And look at these pearly whites, shining brighter than ever.
Hey, it always looks like you spray paint them. Boy, you fool me every time.
Hey, man. Good genes.
Yeah.
Good genes.
Well, good dentist work over there at Griswold, right? Yeah. I thought that you couldn't get until August. You get the first-class service.
I use my media mic skills.
Good negotiator.
Yeah, good negotiator. Excellent.
2 outs in the inning. Mason Campagna stepping in, designated hitter tonight. Aboard is Kablinski. He walked on 5 pitches on 0-1. At the knees, bottom shelf fastball for a strike, and went into the manager's office. What a place it is. Zach Gitcher in there. He was tabulating the percentage of pitches from his pitchers in these counts, 0-2 counts. And with TrackMan now, you're able to tabulate some of those advanced stats. The 0-2, outside 1-2. Good off-speed pitch from Tabit. Just missed a little outside. It's Campagna batting. The designated hitter here today also does some catching out of Penn State and Daysburg, PA.
We got special guests in the booth, Adam.
On the ground, little chopper to short. Noe will take the short route over to second, and that'll wrap things up. 2 scoreless innings tonight for Matt Tabit. We go to the home half when we come back. Scoreless in Norwich. Unicorn fans, ready to rep your Norwich Sea Unicorns? Dive into the point-of-sale team store. From hats and jerseys to gear that covers every base. Show your Sea Unicorn spirit and style. From ballpark essentials to unique souvenirs, there's something for every fan in the pod. Stop by during any home game or shop anytime at seaunicorns.milbstore.com. That's seaunicorns.milbstore.com. The point-of-sale team store has you covered all season long.
To the main entrance.
Back here in Norwich as we get set for the home half of the second inning. No Thursday night baseball tonight, but you know every Thursday beer specials on Narragansett.
You know what, Adam? I'm really thirsty, especially with the seat. But let me tell you what, never on a Thursday night at Dodd Stadium, baby. Thirsty Thursday makes its return to Dodd Stadium July 9th and July 16th this month. Sponsored by Narragansett. Come to the stadium, $2 Narragansett beer special. Come in the booth and crush it like Quinn with me and Plager.
Hey, you can never crush it like Quint enough, right?
No, never.
With Narragansett only.
Absolutely. I'm a beauty at it.
Yeah, you are. Here's T.J. Bayer in the cleanup spot, Mike, for the first time this summer. A guy that has been productive for the Sea Unicorns. He gets himself moved up the lineup and very deserving of it as well. We've seen him hit 5th. We've seen him hit 7th. That's where he's become a staple in the lineup tonight in the cleanup spot, the 1-0. That is slapped over the head of the first baseman Story into right field. It's the first hit of the night, and T.J. Bayer delivers the first hit against Ty Lawson.
And, Adam, that's why he's moved up. Excuse me, I got so excited I don't even know how to speak anymore.
Say congratulations.
Congratulations. 7-game hitting streak now after that opposite field knock. And, Bayer just continues to impress, and he gets Norwich on the board in this game.
Yeah, great swing there from TJ Bayer with those fresh pair of batting gloves that he has for himself.
It's like 7th pair of the year.
Yeah, it's awesome. Bayer was hitting .318 over his last 8 games since June 15th. And credit him with another hit. He's now 8 for his last 23. He's been a big part of this Norwich offense. It's Taylor Kaufman batting, hitting just .214 this summer. They check in on Bayer, a guy who's got great speed on the base pass. 3 stolen bases over that stretch as well for Bayer.
And back to Kaufman, he hasn't had too many appearances here for Norwich this summer, although in 2023 he was a Utica Blue Sox of the Perfect Game Baseball League. 29 games played, and that level of play is actually a higher level than we see in the Futures Leagues. And much like us, they treat it like a minor league organization, so he has had great exposure.
There goes the base runner, Bayer. The throw from the catcher, Peterson, is a good one, but unable to hold on to it was the shortstop for Nashua. That was Gill, and TJ Bayer, boy, continuing to thieve bases here this summer, and the Unicorns have a man in scoring position with Taylor Kaufman at the plate.
Yeah, Bayer, that's his 13th on the year, has been a base stealer for sure, just a couple behind Fiataroni, who, of course, still holds the league in that category.
The 1-2. That is on the ground. Bayer had to get out of the way of the baseball. Gill fires it across the diamond, and just like that, there's a man retired, and that's a good thing for Bayer to take second base. He would have been a lame duck over at second, a part of a double play ball. Instead, 1 out and a man still in scoring position for the first baseman, Jack Treat.
Jack Treat, a guy that I'm still very high on, coming out of Montville High School just down the road. Played all his high school home games here in the Rose of New England. He had a hit on Saturday in the loss, and of course, his last game here during last homestand, he had a huge opposite field double in between the center and left field gap. So he does have power. He just has to hit it in the right spot.
It's 1-0 on Jack Treat. Back to the lefty box with Bayer in scoring position. Takes the big curveball downstairs. 2-0. Norwich is a team batting .232 this summer. That is 6th in the Futures League. So Unicorns trying to string together some better at-bats here with men in scoring position. The 2-0. Up top, 3-0.
And, looking at Treat, he kind of reminds me of a young Mark Kotze. A mix between Mark Kotze and Casey Kochman. Just a gritty baseball player, a well-known first baseman, and a leader, too. I mean, look at Kotze. He's with the A's as their manager.
3-0 taken at the knees for a strike. Those A's slumping a little bit right now. 4th in the American League West. My Angels took care of those guys.
How about the Red Sox, though, sweeping the Yanks? Yeah, our man Nick is excited for that one.
He is.
Yeah.
Our broadcast producer and engineer, 3-1. Swatted away foul. Boy, good pitch there from Lowson. Get in on the hands of Treat after falling behind 3-0. So now you got to feel good about your Red Sox. Right back in the mix, right? Took down the big bad Yankees.
Man, it was not a good time. And then we were struggling, too, at the start of the season, so it was like, what the heck?
3-2. This is scorched out to left field. That is heading down the line. It is caught. Boy, at the rim of the warning track. What an effort out there by Connor Smith to rob Jack Treat of an opposite field RBI double. Boy, what an effort that was by Smith to take that away from Jack Treat.
And Treat loves hitting it in the opposite field. I mean, you can't be upset at that play. I mean, even Bayer got caught up, was about to run to third base, but then had to backtrack. A beautiful dive-in play by the left fielder, Smith.
Not rob Norwich of the potential first run of the night. Here's Dylan Cimini. That awkward batting stance, and he's turned inside and is plunked with a pitch. That'll give the Unicorns runners at first and second with 2 outs, and the kids are enjoying some Monday Night Baseball. As always, they get to eat free. as we hear all the youngsters here tonight at Dodd Stadium.
That's right, Adam. Brought to you by BTW Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling, Southeastern Connecticut's premier HVAC company. Call Blake at 860-383-9043. By the way, they're the best.
2 gone in the inning, 2 on. Luke Baltasia, a guy who has really strung together some quality at-bats in the 8-hole of the Norwich lineup. That's a guy you can never count out when he gets up there, and a good chance for him with a man in scoring position. Unicorns have had Bayer there since he swiped his 13th bag of the summer after he reached to begin the inning on an opposite field single.
Baltasia has been a guy that we've seen a lot here at Dodd Stadium playing in the home whites, and the 6-4 win versus Vermont, or at Vermont, excuse me. He had a hit and an RBI in that game. A huge reason that Norwich was able to win, in addition to his great battery mate skills.
First pitch home to Maltasia, ruled for a strike. Maltasia out of George Washington. In the A-10 is where they play their college baseball, their conference. Lawson set his 0-1 home. That's lined back up the middle. Going to be a tough play over there for the second baseman, Kolb. Will go the short way to second, and that'll wrap things up. Forced out at second is Semini. Unicorns threatening the second, but they fail to score. We go to the third. Still looking for the game's first run. Unicorns baseball live on YouTube, SNSN Sports, and the Futures League Network.
Dinosaur Place is roaring fun for all ages. Have you ever driven by the Big Dino on Route 85 in Montville, Connecticut? Stop in and check out what's behind the fences. Jurassic adventures await you. The Dinosaur Place is the largest dinosaur-themed family fun park in New England. A lot of value for one-of-a-kind attractions. Over 100 life-size dinosaurs, nature trails, and playscapes. Visit our popular T-Rex Tower and zero-depth dino-themed splash pad. Plan your next adventure. Go to thedinosaurplace.com.
Looking for the perfect shed? Come to SCR Structures and Sheds in North Franklin. Whether you're buying or renting to own, we've got you covered with 90 days, same as cash, and guaranteed price matching on any competitor's advertised shed of the same quality. That's scr-structures.com. That's SCR Structures and Sheds, built right, priced right here in North Franklin. scr-structures.com.
Head to the top of the third inning here tonight at Dodd Stadium. We're scoreless. Battle between the fourth and fifth place teams so far. As we wrap up the month of June, Mike, can you believe it? We are almost towards the midway point of the summer. It's game number 27 of the season for Norwich.
And, you know, it always sneaks up on you. Something that's going to be sneaking up on us on July 19th, or 18th, I should say. Our mystery giveaway. Ooh, what's it going to be?
I don't know.
You don't know?
It's a mystery.
Hey, I hear that there's some buried treasure here at Dodd Stadium. You might be able to find it out. But, ladies and gentlemen, be sure to check our social media. We got a great giveaway coming up on the 18th that you don't want to miss.
Want to see you here, and I heard we're releasing it very soon.
Oh.
Be sure to check out Unicorns social media at Go Unicorns.
Are you sure that's not fake news?
I'll never report such a thing.
Oh, good man.
Pitch home. Chopper pounded foul on the left side. First man up in the inning for Nashua is their right fielder, Robbie Grasso.
That's actually Campagna that's up to the plate right now.
He grounded out to short.
Oh, that was him. I got so excited.
Campagna. He's not up there yet. He'll have to wait his turn. 0-1. That's clocked on the outside corner. Good work right now from Matt Tabbitt. And he's really settled in here tonight. That's how important the first innings have been for Norwich pitching. Just to find that rhythm early on. He's way ahead of Grasso. The 0-2. That is off the end of the bat. It's shattered. Handled by Brandon O'Neill on the line. And quickly, their leadoff man retired for Nashua to kick things off in the third.
Brandon O'Neill, a smooth criminal with that play right there. That nice line out that we just saw the replay of. Look at that. Nice snag. And we've seen O'Neill be pretty good on defense so far for Norwich. We've seen him make a lot of plays. A few DB Lunt electric play of the game recipient honors.
He's been very good at that. At the hot corner there, especially at third. Here's Gill. And he pops up the first delivery he sees, tailing into foul ground. Going to be a tough play. It's going to fall into no man's land. Fans, before you come to the ballpark, make sure you stop by Charlene's Diner, Main Street, Jewett City, for a delicious breakfast or lunch. Order what you want. Eat what you get only at Charlene's Diner, Main Street, Jewett City.
I've been going through a dry spell when it comes to Charlene's. I'm going to have to pay them a visit for that pancake special.
Wow.
We still got to go on our date.
I know. When are we going?
Tomorrow we got an off day tomorrow. Might as well.
We do?
Yeah.
Let's get it done. 0-1. That's spiked down low. 1-1. It's the leadoff man, A.J. Cobb, at the plate. He popped out to short his first time up. Check that. It's still Tyson Gill batting. The 1-1, big wave and a miss for strike two. Good life on this fastball for Tabbitt, who is climbing closer and closer to 90 on the gun. He's topped out at 90 already this summer. That is a little more extra power on that four-seamer. The 1-2 overthrew it up and away. 2-2. Tomorrow is that Northeast Prospects game. We'll be chatting about all throughout the night. We'll see you back here tomorrow night, Mike.
I should be back here. You never know. I might come in, make a little surprise.
We always want to see you at Dodd.
Oh, yeah.
On 2-2. That is sliced foul.
And going back to that, the prospect game, we got two former Sea Unicorns that are going to be on the New York Yankees prospect team. We got former first baseman Peter Link and former first baseman Matt Buchero, two power hitters during their time here in Norwich in 2023 and 2024. It will be nice to see them back.
Always exciting to welcome back our Sea Unicorns. The 2-2 in the air, opposite field, left field side. Taylor Kaufman, shy of the warning track, squeezes it, and there are two gone in the Nashua third inning. Good work here tonight from Matt Tabbitt, and where the strikeout numbers are down, but he is a guy that pitches to contact, and a great case of that so far today. His first 7 of his 8 outs have come via his defense making the plays behind him, and that's why it's so important for Norwich to be smooth defensively and be making the play.
Seems like he's fallen back into his usual self, too, like he was at the start of the year.
On the ground, another first pitch swing from A.J. Cobb. High throw, leaping to corral it is Jack Treat, and just like that, it's 3 scoreless frames tonight for Matt Tabbitt. Go to the bottom of the third. 0-0 here in Norwich. Unicorns Baseball streaming live on YouTube, SNSN Sports, and the Futures League Network.
We've been telling you for years you buy better at Burns, but you need to know just how much better the Burns Agency's gotten. Last year, we joined forces with Hub International to bring our current and future customers an even stronger product offering, exceptional service practices, and the most competitive insurance options available. Our integration with Hub makes the team at the Burns Agency that you know and trust stronger, more accessible, and positioned to better serve you in this ever-changing insurance landscape. Call, email, or visit us today in all the same easy ways. The Burns Agency, now a division of Hub International, proudly serving Eastern Connecticut since 1932.
Better. So much better at Burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better at Burns. You buy better at Burns. You buy better.
go to the bottom of the third inning here tonight in Norwich. Brandon O'Neill starts out the Sea Unicorns here. It's 9-1-2 due up for Norwich as we're underway in the home half of the third inning, rolling right along. Great stuff tonight from Matt Sabat. This is drilled out to straightaway center field. Long run out there. Phoenix Williams makes the grab on it, and there's one down. Caden Williamson due up third this inning, and Logan Rundy is standing by as always with a little report on Caden Williamson's torrid stretch.
Thanks, guys. Huge part of the Norwich defense so far this year has been Caden Williamson. 6 hits over the last 4 games. He's hitting .293 coming into today, and he ranks 17th here in the Futures League with 13. This has been absolutely incredible out in right field. A guy that's been impactful in every aspect of the game for Norwich. Hitless so far tonight. Trying to keep that hit streak alive, though. Trying to extend it to 5 straight games. Guys, back to you.
Great stuff as always, Logan Rundy, our on-field reporter with the Norwich Sea Unicorns here this summer. It's 0-2 on C.J. Nolan. The pitch down and away, spiked by Lowson. C.J. popped out to second his first time up. Trying to kickstart the Norwich offense. Just one hit so far combined between the two sides. 1-2. Wave and a miss. Held on to back there by Peterson. And quickly 2 gone in the Norwich third inning. Here's Caden Williamson.
And, true pitcher's duel, if you will. We have seen these pitcher's duels here at Dodd this year, although I don't think till this magnitude. Very good pitching on both sides, of course, with Norwich and then the Silver Knights. We've seen Tabit dancing around, and, of course, in his Futures League debut, Lotion has also been pretty solid.
Lowson has been strong tonight and had that big curveball sit in the bottom of the zone. Williamson popped out to second his first time up. He takes on the outer edge. Back-to-back curveballs. Doubling up is Lowson. He's been in command of the strike zone here tonight. That strikeout of CJ was his first of the night, and in the driver's seat with Williamson. The 0-2. On the ground, rolled over to third, handled softly by Kaplinski. His throw, that just nabs Williamson in the nick of time. We go to the fourth here tonight. Sea Unicorns baseball still scoreless, live on YouTube, SNSN Sports, and the Futures League Network.
Safe to visit the dentist. In a word, yes, especially if that dentist is Dr. Katzoff and the staff at Griswold Dental Associates. They follow all the latest safety protocols while doing what they do best, taking care of you. From preventive to restorative, your dental care couldn't be in better hands. To schedule your appointment, call Griswold Dental Associates today, 860-376-2626. That's 860-376-2626.
With Jewett City Savings Bank's free access checking account, you get everything you need to take control of your money, including mobile banking, mobile check deposit, and a contactless debit card with mobile wallet. Add a high-yield savings account for even more control. Stop by one of our offices in Eastern Connecticut or visit jcsbank.com to open your account today. Jewett City Savings Bank, member FDIC.
Please contact our front office for more details.
We go to the fourth inning here tonight in Norwich. Still scoreless. One hit combined between the two sides, and you have to enjoy this pitcher's duel tonight.
And it's good to see that Tabit is finally starting to get back to his normal self. We've seen him the last couple of games kind of get hit around a little bit. He's throwing strikes. He's coming right at these Silver Knights, a team that has essentially dominated Norwich at this part in the season. So to see him kind of come to life is really nice.
Norwich trying to respond after a real tough go of it Saturday in Nashua at the Gate City over at Holman Stadium. That was the Sea Unicorns' first visit there this summer. Did not go as planned. Norwich trying to spot their first win tonight against the Silver Knights. We go a long way in their playoff aspirations in 2026. The 1-0. Backed up inside is Williams. He flew out to center field his first time up, and Tabbitt quickly behind 2-0 on a guy hitting near the 360 mark so far this summer. Williams, a guy that has really been a fixture towards the top of the lineup for Nick Guarino's side.
And a unicorn killer, if that. He's got 4 RBIs for the Silver Knights against Norwich in 2026. 21 runs, 14 RBIs.
He was jammed in tight, popped him up. Shallow left field. On the lip of the outfield, grass shifting over. It's Kenny Noe, boy. He made an awkward catch out there. And it retires Williams for the first out in the Silver Knights' 4th inning.
Yeah, it seemed like he was battling the sun more than his teammates on that one. Of course, this time of the year and at this time, the sun starts to creep up on you and can be an obstacle. Good to see Noe be able to fight it off.
Here is Connor Smith at the plate, a guy who's got hits in 4 straight games. Smith flew out to right field his first time up, takes on the outer edge. Good spot. Tyler Bullock tonight calling the balls and strikes in this ball game here today.
Legendary Tyler Bullock.
Matt Ball over at first and Brian Roth at third. The 0-1. Downstairs, 1-1.
All these guys, seasoned vets here in the Futures League. Matt Ball. You'll find him all around the diamond. I've known him since I started here in the league in 2022. Same with Tyler Bullock.
Even count, the 1-1. That is Sate to second. Charging in. Nolan snaps it to first. And just like that, 2 up and 2 down. Fans, the weather is heating up, and so should the fun. Rent a Polaris slingshot from Strain Family Motors in Lisbon and feel the excitement of the open road. Go to sfmslingshots.com to rent one today.
I rented one on Thursday, and man, oh man, you got to get out there, folks. It's a great time. Ask for Sandy. She'll take good care of you.
That might be something exciting to do during the All-Star break. First pitch home, big wave and a miss. Peter Kablinski over top of that wipeout slider, or as Matt refers to it, the gyro slider.
Daisuke Matsuzaka actually originated that. Fun fact for you.
What a pitcher he was. An artist, really, on the mound.
Oh, man. Daisuke, he kind of set the tone for all these guys from Japan coming over. I mean, look, you've had Shohei Ohtani, Murakawa with the White Sox right now, Ichiro.
1-1 pitch taken on the outer edge. Tyler Bullock recognizes it. Strike 2. Emphatic one, and just like that, Tabbitt a strike away from making it 4 scoreless tonight against the Nashua offense. Working from the full windup. First base side, the 1-2. Cut on a miss. Gone fishing by the way of the K is Kablinski's second punch out tonight for Matt Tabbitt. 4 scoreless frames for the Amherst product. We go to the bottom of the 4th. This is Sea Unicorns Baseball, streaming live on YouTube, SNSN Sports, and the Futures League Network.
Huge shout out to Bacchus Hospital for partnering with Griswold Middle School to give 8th grade students an unforgettable hands-on experience through Dare to Care. Students explored the critical care unit, emergency department, Lifestar helicopter, and American ambulance while taking part in interactive safety activities like impairment goggles and stop the bleed training. These real-world lessons are helping empower our youth to make safe, healthy decisions and learn valuable life-saving skills. From all of us at Griswold Pride, thank you to the doctors, nurses, first responders, and staff who made this incredible day possible. Together, we're building a safer and stronger community.
Jewett City Savings Bank gives you 2 ways to pay for purchases, while also keeping your accounts and your money secure. Use our contactless debit card or add the card to the mobile wallet on your phone. Both give you a fast, safe, and easy way to check out. To learn more, stop by one of our offices in Eastern Connecticut or visit jcsbank.com. Jewett City Savings Bank, member FDIC.
Head to the bottom of the 4th inning here tonight in Norwich. Unicorns baseball as always. We say hello to all of our friends watching tonight on the Wax local TV. Always glad to have our ball games picked up. And Tuesday, home games, Mike, are always a BOGO Tuesday.
That's right, Adam. We got two left on the season. Next one will take place mid-month July 14th. We'll welcome the Silver Knights back to Norwich. You come to a game, you get one free for that game. So tell everybody, tell a friend, come to Dodd Stadium for our Tuesday BOGO ticket special, just like Gavin Hawks and Jack Sweeney with their smiling faces. You'll have a good time here at the ballpark.
First pitch home, misses outside. It's 1-0 on Kenny Noe. It's 3, 4, and 5 due up for Norwich here in this home half of the fourth inning. Just one hit tonight combined between the two sides, and that was T.J. Baer. He's the man waiting on deck. And it's quickly 2-1 now on Noe. Taken at the knees, called strike. Noe is first time up. Popped out over to first base. The 2-1. Little outside, 3-1.
So although the Sea Unicorns are in the hit column, they got to get in the run column if they want to win this game, which kind of speaks for itself. 3-1 count, a golden opportunity for Noe.
He's taking outside, and just like that, it is a 5-pitch walk. Downstairs, Logan Rundy is standing by with Jacob Snyder, who is going to be playing in that Prospects game tomorrow. Logan, down to you.
What's going on, guys? I'm here with Jacob Snyder, and one of the newest acquisitions here at the midseason for Norwich. First off, on the Norwich side of things, what are you most looking to get out of this summer here at Norwich?
I'm just pretty excited to see some high-level competition and just play a lot of games over the next few months or 2 months.
Absolutely. And then tomorrow you're going to see one of the highest levels of competition here in the Prospects game, hosted at Dodd Stadium. Batting practice will take place at 4 with the game at 6. What are you trying to learn from that experience?
Just, again, playing against high-level competition and getting some reps against good guys and see what it's like, you know?
Absolutely. Jacob Snyder is going to be a huge piece here in Norwich. Catch you tomorrow for the Prospect game as well. Adam, Mike, this is pretty exciting stuff.
Great stuff as always, Logan. Jacob Snyder, a young riser. He's headed to Rutgers in the fall. They're checking in on Noe. Gets back in there safely. Even count 1-1 on T.J. Baer. And oh, by the way, he's got the only hit tonight for Norwich. It's going to be a lot of fun tomorrow, though. Watch a guy like Jacob Snyder. That'll be his first licks of collegiate level play. And guys receiving draft consideration on the ground. Rolled over to second. Cobb snaps it to second for one. Relay throw to first. Not in time. The other's choice ground out erases Kenny Noe, and there's one gone in the Norwich fourth inning.
Yeah, Adam, and back to that Prospects game. As you said, Snyder will be making his collegiate debut going to Rutgers University. We've had our fair share of ex-Unicorns that have had success in Rutgers. Brandon Hyde comes to mind. Of course, he was a standout at Nichols College, came here, and then went on to Rutgers and hit 6 home runs in his debut season with the Scarlet Knights. And Jack Sweeney, a member of the 2024 and 25 Futures League champion Norwich Sea Unicorns. We saw him be an everyday player with the Knights. So just kind of shows you the high level of play that you can get while playing for the Sea Unicorns.
No doubt about it. Quickly, 0-2 on Taylor Kaufman, hitting for the second time tonight. He grounded out to short his first time at the plate. Kaufman out of Penn Valley, California. Transferred to Fordham for his 5th year. Batting with a man on. That's Bayer. The pitch home. Down and away. Chase pitch from Lowson misses. It's a ball and 2 strikes on Kaufman, a guy that Norwich really wants to see get going in the middle of the lineup. Has a high ceiling. Tore it up at Hamilton College in the NESCAC. One of those small Ivies. Hamilton College winning the national championship for D3 college hockey. That ended the dynastic run for Hobart College. There's a couple statesmen playing in the Futures League this summer. It's 2-2 on Kaufman. The pitch home. That's taken just outside. 3-2.
Has anybody ever told you that you have elite ice knowledge?
Yeah, try my best.
Elite hockey guy over here. Who's your favorite growing up?
Player?
Yeah.
Teemu Selanne. And oh, by the way, He's now the owner for the newest expansion teams in the USHL. Little tapper back to the mound, pouncing at it. Lowson fires to first, 2 down. USHL expanding out west. There's going to be 6 new organizations across Southern California, Arizona, and Nevada. And Teemu Solani, one of the owners for that team that'll play in Irvine at Great Park.
Elite knowledge. See what I mean, folks? I'm just a Mark Savard guy.
The Finnish Flash, Teemu Solani.
Remember Mark Savard? He's a coach for one of the junior teams in Canada right now.
Is he?
I forgot the Warships, War Stars. You know who they are?
Not sure.
Maybe
I'll have to look it up. Mark Savard.
Yeah, Mark Savard. Love that guy. I'm not a Bruins fan.
Hope he
anymore,
feels the same about you.
Oh, how could you not? Oh, somebody's beer just went down. Whoops.
Oh, crushing it like Quint on a Monday night. It's even 1-1 on Jack Treat, trying to drive home the game's first run. 2 outs in the frame. Treat's been a guy that has slowly picked up his hits as of late. They've come sporadically. The 1-1, big curveball downstairs, 2-1.
Seems like Bullock's strike zone is getting a little bit smaller. Although, you got to love that if you're an offensive player. Tree looking to take advantage of that.
Fortunately, don't see any coaching information on Mark Savard. The 2-1, up and in.
Late strike call.
Boy.
Wicked late strike call.
That'll even the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Treat. He flew out to left field his first time up, and to the chagrin of the Norwich faithful. Boy, that luck, a little inside on Treat. Trying to produce all 2s across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs. The pitch, wave and a miss, struck him out. Treat fooled by the off-speed pitch, and it's 4 shutout frames tonight for Lowson. We go to the 5th. No score in Norwich. Futures League Baseball streaming live on YouTube, SNSN Sports, and the Futures League Network. Unicorn fans, ready to rep your Norwich Sea Unicorns? Dive into the point-of-sale team store. From hats and jerseys to gear that covers every base, show your Sea Unicorn spirit and style. From ballpark essentials to unique souvenirs, there's something for every fan in the pod. Stop by during any home game or shop anytime at seaunicorns.milbstore.com. That's seaunicorns.milbstore.com. The point-of-sale team store has you covered all season long. Head to the 5th inning here tonight in Norwich. It's scoreless between the Sea Unicorns and Silver Knights. This is a Nashua team that has been rolling as of late, winners of 3 consecutive games, getting that big win on Saturday. Norwich trying to keep the Silver Knights offense in check here tonight. And Matt Tabbitt has been a big part of it. He's had a hand in that. Specifically, his right arm tonight has had a couple of first pitch outs. Leadoff man up in the inning for Nashua is their first baseman, Hudson Story. It's 5, 6, and 7 for Nick Guarino's side due up. Righty lefty start to the inning. The pitch home in the air, sliced away foul down the left side.
You know, the Silver Knights still feels like they're trying to figure out Tabbitt. They're late on a lot of these at-bats. We've seen a couple line drive hits that have been snagged by the Sea Unicorns outfielders, but for the most part, they are late to Tabbitt's pitches.
This is bounce. That is past the diving reach of the second baseman. Nolan threw into center field, and that'll wrap up the no bid tonight for Matt Tabbitt. makes it 4 innings tonight of no-hit baseball. It's Hudson Story who knocks the first hit of the night for the Nashua offense. And the leadoff man is on for the Silver Knights to begin the 5th inning. Just the second base runner today for the Nashua offense. And here's the catcher, Ben Peterson. Takes up top, ball 1. This is a Silver Knights team that has outscored their opponents 25-3 over their last 3 games. And their last 2 wins, Mike, have been via the mercy rule. 11-1 Saturday against Norwich. And last night, 10-0 over New Britain. And that's the Bees team in a playoff spot right now.
Yeah, they're 1-2 right now. They're going back and forth with the Lake Monsters. Of course, the Sea Unicorns have been a thorn in the side of that Vermont team. I've got the best of them so far.
That is dumped into right field. That just fell into the opposite field. Ben Peterson in trouble out there for Williamson. His throw to first a little tardy and able to advance another 90 feet. His Story goes corner to corner. Williamson had some trouble with it out there in shallow right field. Boy, just dinked in there. It was soft contact from Peterson. And just like that, the first 2 men have reached to begin the 5th inning for Nashua.
And that looked like it was going to be a shore double for the Silver Knights right there and Peterson, although some miscommunication with the runner on second base allowed him just to get on via single. He's probably going to steal right here.
First pitch home, popped up, back behind the plate. That'll go crashing into the seats. It's out of play.
Right into the hands of an awaiting fan.
That's what it's all about, coming to the ballpark and finding a souvenir here tonight. It's 0-1. Mason Campagna, that's the guy you were talking about. He's back up there for the second time. He grounded out to short his last time up. There goes the base runner, Peterson. And Maltasia wisely will hang on to the baseball. And quickly, runners are in scoring position, 2nd and 3rd for Nashua. That'll.
Campagna, this is 4th game of the summer. He had a home run in yesterday's victory versus the Bees.
It's 0-2 on Campagna. Tabbitt's offering home. That is all the way back behind the plate. The throw home, the tag at the plate. It's not in time. Tabbitt can't believe it. And racing into scoring position is Campagna. Zach Gitcher is furious right now. I don't know how the tag from Tabbitt missed. Boy, it was right there at the plate. We'll have to get a look at the review here. Boy, he's going to have to be careful.
Yeah, he's going to get himself run. The fans are really annoyed right now.
Boy, I just don't know where the tag missed on the base runner Story, who came running to the plate on the pass ball from Malta C. I'm not sure if he got crossed up with Tabbitt. Boy, that was a wipeout breaking ball from Tabbitt. Yeah. And if he holds on to that, that's strike 3 and applies the tag. Runners would still be at the corners instead. It is 1-0 Nashua, and runners are at 2nd and 3rd. And still,
so Ty's not
nobody out.
Yeah, Ty's not even going to call for backup on this one. He's sure that he made the right call on that one.
They have 1 out on the scoreboard. There's nobody out.
There was, because look, oh wow. No, he moved on to second.
Yeah, drop 3rd strike.
Yeah.
So.
And he moved to second base on it. Okay. So caught up in the play at home, they moved over to second base. Okay, that makes a lot of sense now.
Here's Robbie Grasso. He lined out to 3rd his first time up. Zach Gitcher is beside himself right now in the Norwich dugout. He is not happy with the call from Tyler Bullock. I'm not sure if it was a windshield tag wipe and it just missed on Story, or if Story got underneath the tag.
I thought it was a foul tip at first because he swung at it and it looked like he had a foul ball. He looked like he got a piece
he
of
grazed it. You're right. It's 2-0 now on Grasso. The pitch. That's on the outside corner, called strike. And Tabbitt really forced to dig in here. The corners are in for Norwich, and playing back is Nolan at second. And playing behind the base runner is the shortstop, Noe. It's 2-1 on Robbie Grasso. The pitch home. Outside, 3-1. Grasso lined out to the Norwich third baseman his first time up. This is a big spot for Tabbitt, trying to navigate some turbulence here in this fifth inning. Still nobody out, and a hitter's count on Grasso, the 3-1. That is shot foul behind the plate, runs it full. 3-2. Grasso out of Lehigh University in Lafayette Hill, Pennsylvania, stands in that back of the righty box. 6'2", 210. And this is a Nashua team that has just scratched away victories as of late. 6-4 in their last 10. And they have controlled that fourth place spot. Ball 4.
Tabbitt is upset on that one.
Yeah. I just missed up top. And Tyler Bullock with a slow walk up the first base line. And here's Zach Gitcher, the manager for Norwich, is going to try and settle down his right-hander on a borderline pitch that just missed. It has been a frustrating inning for Norwich. The bases loaded for Nashua. With still nobody out, this gives us a chance to hear from Jewett City Savings Bank, your community bank for over 125 years, with offices ready to serve you all over Eastern Connecticut. Go to jcsbank.com to find out why Jewett City Savings Bank is your community bank.
I've been using them my entire life, still do to this day, although in one of my accounts it's in the negative, so I'm going to have to get that taken care of. Yeah.
I can't believe you let everyone know.
Well, no, here's the thing. It was like one of those ones that you put like a few cents in there just to keep it open. You don't do that?
No.
I got like 3 cents. Never mind. That's too much. This is too personal.
Yeah, I don't think they need to know back.
Hey, anyway, what I'm trying to say is that Jewett City Savings Bank, phenomenal.
That's all we care about. They're good at their jobs and protecting your money
and my livelihood.
That's good. Here's Tyson Gill at the plate, taking for ball 1. Boy, big conversation out there on the mound on a pitch that could have gone either way. It was upstairs. It barely missed. And either way, the bases are loaded, nobody out. Norwich playing at standard depth here. There's the breaking ball, curve ball, slots down the outside corner. Well, after you get a pulse of your starter on the mound, Norwich is a right-hander loosening in the bullpen. Well, this is a huge at-bat right now for Tabbitt, the 1-1. Downstairs, 2-1.
And you don't want to revert back to your old ways if you're Norwich by making runs for the other teams by walks and errors. And although there's no errors in the game as of right now, bases loaded with 0 outs in a very close ball game does not help your case for a win.
Pitch home to Gill, foul off. That'll even the count, 2-2 on Tyson Gill. Gill flew out to left field his first time up. A guy hitting just .075 this summer, has just 1 hit in his first 14 at-bats.
Don't jinx him.
The 2-2. That's bounced foul on the first base side.
Close at him, broadcaster's jinx.
Bases loaded here in this fifth inning. Nobody out. Matt Tabbitt was rolling through his first 4 innings tonight of no-hit baseball. A couple of softly hit bloop singles fell in, and all of a sudden, wheels have been rolling for the Nashua offense. It's 2-2 on Gill. Tabbitt from the stretch. The 2-2. Up top, 3-2 over through the fastball. That'll run the count full. Mike Maddox, the pitching coach for the Angels. Boy,
that's where he's at now, huh?
Yeah.
I thought he was in Toronto still.
Something interesting that he does, we'll get to that in a minute, when he makes his mound visits, he always puts an arm on. Boy.
Oh, it's a ball and it was thrown away.
There's a ball.
Well, there was a conversation with the second base umpire and Nashua. It seemed as if he was telling them that he didn't want to hear it anymore. So Nashua must be voicing some type of...
I'm not sure if they were voicing that there was the baseball that spilled onto the field.
Maybe that's what it was, yeah.
I want to make sure that there's not...
lack of communication. A lot of people here tonight, too. Really,
that's always a good sign.
You can really tell that these fans have missed the Sea Unicorns at their home.
It's a full count on Gill, 3-2. The pitch home. That is lined in the air, straightaway center field. Bayer's got a beat on it, makes the grab on it. His throw home is cut off by the shortstop, Noe. It's an RBI sac fly for Tyson Gill. And it is a 2-0 Nashua lead.
And I like that idea to throw to third base because the man on second was going to go no matter what on that if he went home. So the fact that he went to third, great baseball IQ to keep the man at second. At least we don't have a man on third. One gone. Yes, it is the top of the order, but we're just 2 outs away or a quick double play away from getting out of this.
Here's A.J. Cobb at the plate. Peterson scoring on that sac fly. The pitch. That's in there. Good spot for Tabbitt with the fastball. Going back to that conversation with Mike Maddox. Every time he makes his mound visits, he always puts a hand just to gauge the pulse, to put himself in the shoes of his pitcher on the mound. And so great at calming his pitcher. Zach Gitcher, very similar, puts his hand over his mouth just to kind of help slow things down, and really the heartbeat for Tabbitt. All of a sudden, it was a bases-loaded situation with nobody out. Right now, 1 out and runners at first and second, trying to help guide Tabbitt through mitigated damage. 2-0 Nashua. It's 2-1 on Cobb. He's the leadoff man in the lineup for Nick Guarino, and already the 7th man to the plate this inning, Mike.
It's been rough tide so far for Norwich. I mean, look, 2 hits allowed only, but of course that pass ball and that wild pitch really did him in.
The 2-1, that is an awkward chopper handled by the shortstop, Noe, and he dropped the baseball as he was stepping on the second base bag. Boy, what an awkward bounce off the infield grass.
It hit off the catcher, I think.
Yeah.
Can we get a replay on that? I think it hit off the catcher. I mean, baseball God's not on the side at all.
No.
For the Sea Unicorns. I mean, you just can't draw that up. Let's see if we're going to get another look at it here. Oh, it's off his foot.
Of the batter?
Yes.
Wow.
This ball shouldn't be in play right now.
No. That's
it was
a
off the
foul
foot.
ball. Instead, it's an infield single for the batter, A.J. Cobb.
That should be a dead ball right now.
Instead, Norwich trying to find a way with the bases loaded and the corners in. Middle infield, it's double play depth. This is line through into center field. RBI knock, Phoenix Williams. That'll produce the 3rd run of the inning, station to station for the Silver Knights. And boy, they have taken advantage of misfortunes throughout the inning. And this Norwich group reeling here in the 5th inning. Still 1 out and the bases loaded for Connor Smith.
And bad luck always hanging around. Good roll, always letting them down. Zach Top, lyrics at its finest. That's kind of what's going on here with Norwich. I mean, just some unlucky plays. The pass ball, the ball off the foot, which was ruled an infield single.
First pitch home, fouled back. Norwich still has a right-hander loosening. This has been a frustrating inning for Tabbitt. Nashua has scraped across 3. The latest an RBI single from Phoenix Williams, producing Mason Campagno, who reached on a drop third strike. Curveball twist inside. Run the count even 1-1.
And, of course, he was on it at the start of this inning, even before. Great start to the game for Tabbitt, and he's still performing very well. But just bad luck.
It's 1-1. Now make it 2-1 on Smith, who has flied to right. He's also grounded out to second. This is going to be a huge bottom of the 5th inning for Norwich. Trying to punch back against Nashua, trailing by 3. That's on the outside. Black called strike to the approval of the Norwich manager, Zach Gitcher. Boy, he just lives and dies with every call, and you like that passion out of your manager, a guy very familiar with the foe on the other side, a 2022 Futures League champion with the Silver Knights. Tabbitt brings it set. His 2-2 home. That is lifted to left field. That's falling in a hurry. It's going to get down. It's a base hit. 1 run scores. Nick Guarino gives the green light ahead. It's a 2-run scoring RBI bloop. Single scores Cobb as well. And the Silver Knights have erupted for 5 in the 5th.
And the Silver Knights doing what they do best against the Sea Unicorns, and that is score runs. And all of their runs, so for the most part, I mean bloops. You're not seeing anything too crazy as Gitch will head to the mound here, and it looks like Tabbitt's day will be done.
So the end of the line here for Matt Tabbitt. 5 runs here in this 5th inning, and he is frustrated with how things unraveled in this 5th inning. But if you pull the curtains back, you have to be delighted with what you saw. 4 no-hit innings, and he gave Norwich length, certainly deserving of a better fate. A couple of bounces did not go his way, and all of a sudden it's a 5-0 Nashville lead. Take a break. We'll step aside. New arm for Norwich. We'll meet them when we come back right here on the Futures League Network, live on YouTube, SNSN Sports.
Better it burns. Much better. So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns. You buy better it burns. You buy better.
We've been telling you for years you buy better at Burns, but you need to know just how much better the Burns Agency's gotten. Last year, we joined forces with Hub International to bring our current and future customers an even stronger product offering, exceptional service practices, and the most competitive insurance options available. Our integration with Hub makes the team at the Burns Agency that you know and trust stronger, more accessible, and positioned to better serve you in this ever-changing insurance landscape. Call, email, or visit us today in all the same easy ways. The Burns Agency, now a division of Hub International, proudly serving Eastern Connecticut since 1932.
Better. So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns. You buy better it burns. You buy better.
Norwich makes a call to the bullpen, 5-0 Nashua. As the night ends for Matt Tabbitt, 4 1/3 tonight, allows 5 earned runs on 4 hits. Strikeout, and he walked a batter. New arm is Jackson Prey, right-hander out of UConn Avery Point. Makes his 5th appearance out of the Norwich bullpen. 0-1 his record, 6.43 ERA. He's worked 7 innings so far, and Prey trying to hold the line here after things really got twisted on Norwich in this 5th inning. And the latest, the 2-run scoring base hit from Connor Smith. 9th man up in the inning is Peter Kablinski. Runners are at first and second for Nashua. Smith on at first, and Williams at second.
Prey's last game took place on the 23rd against the Bravehearts. He went 2 1/3. 3 strikeouts, did not allow a single hit. So he was lights out against Worcester, and he did play in the first meeting with Nashua on the 6th, and boy, was it ugly. 5 hits, 4 runs, 3 of them earned, although 3 strikeouts through 2 innings.
So Nashua's had their big inning here in this 5th inning. Runners are not going, and the fastball overthrown from Prey, ball 1.
And I wonder if we're going to see that again. Last time that we were here at Dodd, Nashua was up by an astronomical amount, and they were stealing left and right. So you have to wonder if we're going to see that again.
Prey from the stretch. Kablinski at the plate. There go both runners. The breaking ball is dropped by Maltasia. And it is ruled as a called strike, evens the count. Second drop pitch from the Norwich backstop. And because of it, it has been free bases for Nashua in the 5th inning, and now a couple of men in scoring position, and this is going to bring in the Norwich infield with Kablinski batting. Dangerous bat in their lineup. He's the cleanup man, the 1-1. Chopper to first. Treat charges in, fires to the plate. That should be an out. And there should be 2 outs here in the inning. Then that'll wrap things up. So some miscommunication by Nashua on the base pass. Well, the bases were loaded.
Yeah, they were.
So how could there only be 2 men on the bases?
They would have caught that, though. No, what happened was that they made an out, I believe.
Well, yeah, the runner at third was out. The runner at or was it just second and third?
Welcome to Futures League, Adam. This is, Futures League baseball at its finest.
3-2, fielder's choice, ground out. And officially batting around is Nashua Hudson Story at the plate. They're at second and third, and on the first pitch, popped up. Prey trying to get out of this inning. And that is into the bleachers. Reaching over was Brandon O'Neill. To no avail, it is out of play. Prey, the right-hander on the mound, offers a 4-seam fastball, sinker, slider, curveball, and changeup combination. He's working ahead of Story, 0-1. Story so far today has struck out, and he single to begin this monstrous inning for the Nashua offense. Lead 5-0. The 0-1. On the ground, bounced foul, first base side. This would be a huge out to get for Prey in Norwich. Just trying to wrap things up in this 5th inning after Nashua's batted around. 10th man to the plate. 5 runs have scored. They're at second and third. Prey with that leaned over look. That right-hander on the mound for Norwich. Out of Haddam, Connecticut, his 0-2. Curveball up top, 1-2. Similar spot to where ball 4 missed earlier in the inning on Robbie Grasso. And that really unsettled things for Matt Tabbitt in this inning.
And this has been a long inning for these guys, too. It's been well over a half hour now, this 5th inning alone. 20 minutes, actually, sorry.
The 1-2. Swung on and missed, struck him out, but not before Nashua explodes for 5. Lead at 5-0. Go to the bottom of the 5th when we come back. Sea Unicorns Baseball streaming live on YouTube, SNSN Sports, and the Futures League Network.
Dinosaur Place is roaring fun for all ages. Have you ever driven by the Big Dino on Route 85 in Montville, Connecticut? Stop in and check out what's behind the fences. Jurassic adventures await you. The Dinosaur Place is the largest dinosaur-themed family fun park in New England. A lot of value for one-of-a-kind attractions. Over 100 life-size dinosaurs, nature trails, and playscapes. Visit our popular T-Rex Tower and zero-depth dino-themed splash pad. Plan your next adventure. Go to thedinosaurplace.com.
Looking for the perfect shed? Come to SCR Structures and Sheds in North Franklin. Whether you're buying or renting to own, we've got you covered with 90 days, same as cash, and guaranteed price matching on any competitor's advertised shed of the same quality. That's scr-structures.com. That's SCR Structures and Sheds, built right, priced right here in North Franklin. scr-structures.com.
Bounce potentially?
I was just there.
Where else would you want to go?
Your announcer for the evening, brought to you by Hall Communications and WCTY. His name is Zach. He hails from East Haddam, Connecticut. He's going to be announcing the Sea Unicorns.
Let's look into it. I'll be down for Cali.
Back here as we get set, bottom of the 5th inning. And Tyler Lowson all of a sudden has plenty of run support to work with. Fireworks sounding off in that 5th inning for the Nashua offense, and we want to see you back here on Friday night.
That's
Military Appreciation Night.
That's right, Adam. Our promotion that happens every single year. We're so thankful for our military men and women. We'll be back here July 3rd. Fireworks make their return to Dodd Stadium. Military Appreciation Night, sponsored by C Corp.
And those post-game fireworks, as always, thanks to Liberty Bank. Always a big crowd here on display. Dylan Cimini, first pitch swinging. Chopper over to first, snagged over there, and handled neatly by Hudson Story, and quickly one gone in the Norwich fifth inning. This is an important frame for Lowson, who got the big run support from his offense in the top of the inning. Just trying to keep the door shut on this Norwich offense, which has been held to one hit tonight. Playing here in the bottom of the fifth inning, with Maltasia stepping in. Bright orange bat, back of the righty box. Those red batting gloves. Pops it up on the first base side, racing over Story. Foul territory, reaching over the Norwich dugout.
Look at Logan making the save.
Yeah, good support.
Yeah, that was good.
And it's 0-1 on Luke Maltasia.
Let's see if we can get Logan's attention. It's got to be that's the DB Lund play of the game so far, I think.
Is it?
Yeah.
Norwich open for a little more here, trying to come back. Sea Unicorns did have a come-from-behind win in their recent road trip, coming back in Game 3 of their series against Vermont. Curved ball downstairs, 1-1. That was a huge win for Norwich in Burlington to salvage that 3-game set, where things really got away from the Sea Unicorns. Felt like they deserved a better fate. This is skied in the air. This will stay in the ballpark. Straight away, left field, Connor Smith will squeeze it, and there are two gone. You go back to that series in Vermont. Norwich at one point had an 8-1 lead in Game 2 and lost 9-8. Boy, really the one that got away. And that has really been the story at times this summer. And you go down the line at games in which Norwich felt like they should have come out on the right side of. That's certainly a case for it. O'Neill staring at strike one. Bottom of the Norwich order here in this fifth inning against Lowson. Trying to make it 5 shutout frames. 0-1 to O'Neill. In the air, popped him up. Shallow right center field. In there to make the grab on it, Robbie Grasso wraps it up. 5 shutout innings tonight for Tyler Lowson in his Silver Knights debut. We go to the 6th. 5-0 Nashua on the Futures League Network and live on YouTube. SNSN Sports.
Property around here, you know how fast tenant calls, repairs, and rent collection can pile up. That's where Capital Property Group comes in. They handle everything: tenant screening, rent collection, maintenance, repairs, and day-to-day property and association management. Whether it's a long-term rental or a short-term property, they make ownership simple and stress-free. You own the property. They handle the headaches. Learn more at mycapitalteam.com. Capital Property Group, simplifying property ownership.
We're really looking forward to the possibility of working together. Absolutely. We believe this could be a great part.
We go to the top of the 6th inning. The Prospects game coming to Dodd Stadium tomorrow night. Logan Rundy is with us to tell you all about it.
Guys, no baseball here for the Sea Unicorns tomorrow. However, Dodd Stadium's still going to be packed. The Northeast Prospects Futures game is tomorrow. The MLB's best prospects in the areas and some of the Futures League's best will be here. Michael Fiataroni and Sean Flannery will represent this year's Norwich team, and a familiar face on the other side. Matt Bucciero, who was here in 2023, will play for the prospect side of it. Gates open here for batting practice at 4 o'clock tomorrow, and then the game is at 6:30. Free admission for anybody in the area. Don't miss it. Adam, Mike, back to you guys. An incredible event.
Great work as always, and we get to see Matt Bucciero back here tomorrow night. That's a guy, Mike, that is receiving draft consideration. And tell the fans a little bit about him, his success here in Norwich, and boy, did he go on to have a prolific college career at Fairfield.
So you weren't here in 23. It was my second to last year here when I was the media relations manager. Really got to know Matt. His brother actually played in the league at the same time. He was on the Bravehearts at the time, but Matt, I mean, he's a great guy, but he just got all this power, you know. I mean, he can hit for power. He can run for speed. He legged out 5 triples that year. So I think that he's definitely got a real shot at being drafted this year. And when we talk about the MLB draft, it's not just the major leagues. These guys are also fighting for independent spots and maybe even some foreign spots like Mexico and Japan. So as far as I'm concerned, the sky is the limit when it comes to this game tomorrow and the potential and places that these guys can go to.
And speaking of some of those unicorns that have been drafted as of late, you got a guy like Kalen Culpepper, who spent the 2021 season Unicorns inaugural year in the Futures League, playing AAA in St. Paul. Cam Aldonado with the Giants, drafted last year, 1-1 home. Outside, 2-1. Good life on the fastball so far tonight for Jackson Prey. And Norwich is really looking to get a couple of innings from. And after 4 1/3 tonight from Matt Tabbitt. It's a weave and a miss. Evens the count 2-2. Boy, really until that 5th inning, there was nothing going on. This ball game was flying by. The pitch, curveball taken on the inside corner, struck him out. And just like that, the leadoff man retired. Peterson set down for the first out in the Nashua 6th inning. All right, good pitch from Jackson Prey, who's got back-to-back strikeouts since he's entered the ball game. Here's Mason Campagna, pitch home. Big wave and a miss. Beaten by that fastball. Prey has had some good life on his fastball so far tonight. Hoping to keep the Nashua offense at bay, which has now produced 30 runs over their last 4 games. And they have
30-1.
Sounded off.
That's like a blowout in NFL.
The pitch, that's spiked in the dirt. Well, against Norwich this summer, 32 runs for the Silver Knights in 3 games, and big part of that aided by the 16-0 rain-shortened victory earlier in the month of June. 2-1-2 Campagna. Big swing and a miss there. Nasty wipeout breaking ball from Prey, who's had his stuff working. Prey attended Haddam Killingworth High School, which to a 4.5 ERA at Avery Point this past spring. 2-2. Up top, 3-2 on Campagna so far tonight. The Silver Knights DH has grounded out and struck out. We're in the top of the 6th inning here tonight in Norwich. Unicorns still hoping for their first run of the night. The full count pitch. Swung on and missed. 3 straight strikeouts for Jackson Prey. And he is rolling right now.
And these fans, they're really getting into it. You can really tell that they've missed these guys playing at home, which kind of shows how important this baseball team is to this city. I don't care what anybody says. Sea Unicorn baseball and just baseball in general at Dodd Stadium it's part of the culture here. It's part of my culture. It's part of my parents, my family, my friends' culture. I got my entire friends group here in right field today, including the 2 that I'm going to get to marry. Can you believe that? I'm going to be a father.
You're officiating.
I'm going to be an officiator. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah, they asked me yesterday.
The father.
So, yeah. Father Mike. Whoa, there's another weird bounce.
Weird bounce handled by Noe, and then he stumbled on the lip of the outfield grass. Boy, that did not look good out there in shallow left center field.
I want to see if that hit his foot again. Look at this, Adam. That hit his foot. That's the second time this has happened.
That hit a funny divot on the way out there. So tough to tell by the naked eye.
I don't even know. Yeah.
It's the 5th hit of the night for the Nashua offense. Keep the inning alive for Tyson Gill. Well, I'm not sure how Noah even got to that awkward ricochet. And then he just stumbled. Good to see that he's all right. Here's Gill. Fastball up and away, ball 1. Well, and Nashua hasn't needed much to capitalize tonight. They've found pockets of outfield grass. Drop third strike. Reached down a couple of walks. Fastball all over the inside corner. Strike one. Run the count even, 1-1. Now the number 9 spot in the Nashville lineup. Gill, the shortstop today for Nashua. Now a pitcher-friendly count. It's a ball and 2 strikes on the Gannon product. Out of Harrisburg, PA, attended Central Dauphin High School before making his commitment to Gannon. The 1-2 home. Base runner on the move. This is lofted out to right field. It's going to get down for a base hit.
Great.
Corner to corner as Grasso will get the green light at third. And the Silver Knights have them on the corners and have something brewing here with 2 outs in this 5th. Check that 6th inning.
Great hit and run. Couldn't have drew it up any better for the Silver Knights. And they just keep on picking away, and you have to imagine now that Gill is more than likely going to swipe second base to put the Silver Knights in even better scoring position.
This is a Nashua group that has really run the bases well. Top of the order, A.J. Cobb. He's 1 for 3 tonight at an infield single his last time up. That was the first awkward bounce you spoke about. There goes the base runner, Gill. He'll go walking into second. Boy, it was the extra bases that were collected in that 16-0 win for Nashua that really caught the attention of Zach Gitcher. The 0-1, big wave and a miss, strike 2. Nick Guarino's group has really not shied away from running the bases against Norwich this summer. They have stolen 13 bags against them in the 3 games. And Nick Guarino and Zach Gitcher, they share a history together, played college ball together. The 0-2 to Cobb. In the air, popped him up. Behind home plate. Maltese will watch it drift into the seats. It's out of play. Still 0-2 on Cobb. The guy that this past season at Towson University hit .317, career .326 hitter at the Division I level. Count control for Prey, way ahead of the Nashua leadoff man. The 0-2 home. Curveball, boy, went dripping away from Maltasia, and again, he's just had difficulty picking up those curveballs tonight. And Uncle Charlie started wobbling up the first base side. It'll keep the runners at second and third. Nashua hoping to punch through here in the 6th inning against Norwich. The 1-2 home. That's on the ground. Softly to first. Handled by Treat. Will step on the first base bag. That'll wrap things up in the 6th. Nashua threatens, but they fail to score. We go to the bottom of the 6th. 5-0 Nashua on the Futures League Network and watching live on YouTube, SNSN Sports.
Dinosaur Place is roaring fun for all ages. Have you ever driven by the Big Dino on Route 85 in Montville, Connecticut? Stop in and check out what's behind the fences. Jurassic adventures await you. The Dinosaur Place is the largest dinosaur-themed family fun park in New England. A lot of value for one-of-a-kind attractions. Over 100 life-size dinosaurs, nature trails, and playscapes. Visit our popular T-Rex Tower and zero-depth dino-themed splash pad. Plan your next adventure. Go to thedinosaurplace.com.
Looking for the perfect shed? Come to SCR Structures and Sheds in North Franklin. Whether you're buying or renting to own, we've got you covered with 90 days, same as cash, and guaranteed price matching on any competitor's advertised shed of the same quality. That's scr-structures.com. That's SCR Structures and Sheds, built right, priced right here in North Franklin. scr-structures.com.
Head to the bottom of the 6th inning here tonight in Norwich. It's a 5-0 Nashville lead. Ty Lowson back out there to work. The 6th inning in his Futures League debut. It's the top of the order for Norwich to greet Lowson, who has really cruised tonight. Has allowed just one hit to the Norwich offense. And CJ goes chasing at strike one, was fooled on that curveball by Lowson. And it's so easy to go out there and just pitch when you have the run support Lowson has. All came back in that fifth inning tonight for Nashua. Grabbed a handful, lead 5-0. Now speed pitch dives in there for strike two.
Quick Red Sox update for you. Boston is up 4-1 versus the Nationals. Caleb Durbin with another home run in today's game.
That is rocked right to the third baseman. Kablinski snags it on a line. And CJ hit it on the butt, but Kablinski at the right spot at the right time. Sets down the Norwich leadoff man. It'll bring up Caden Williamson. Pride stands for the partnership to reduce the influence of drugs for everyone. Check out their Facebook page for more information. That's Griswold Pride. Pitch home to Williamson. Curveball buckles in there for strike one. Williamson tonight has popped out. He's also grounded out. If you missed it, Logan Rundy caught up with Caden, who goes chasing for strike two about his recent success offensively at the plate, his approach at the plate. Certainly got to go back and check that out as he flips this to straightaway center field. It's going to get down, make it hits in 7 straight games for Keaton Williamson. A singles killer is what he has been. Boy, contact hitter, and he finds a shade of outfield grass. Second hit of the night for the Norwich offense. It's a one-out base runner for Kenny Noe.
And unfortunately, Williamson will be leaving Norwich in the coming weeks as he's only here on a half-season contract. That's the unfortunate part of the Futures League, although as one leaves, another always will enter.
First pitch home. Fouled off by Kenny Noe. Guys certainly making a case for All-Star consideration, which will be hosted this summer in Nashua. July 20th through the 23rd, the All-Star break in the Futures League.
And at this rate, Noe will probably be in the Home Run Derby as part of those festivities.
It's always so interesting. Guys are so hesitant to go out and swing in it because they don't want to wreck their swing. Boy, Noe has such a compact swing. So quick through the baseball. Williamson is on. The 1-1 to Noe. Drives that back foul. Strike two. Look out. That is cruising back down low. And a fan down there in the second row back behind home plate as a souvenir tonight.
Give that fan a contract. Yeah, the thing with Holman, too, is that if you're a right-handed hitter, you could pull it around that left field foul pole relatively easily. It's only about 305, 310. It's not too deep at all, and it's only about 4 feet, the wall. It's a brick wall, so you got to be careful, but definitely.
You robbing home runs in the Derby?
I mean, I did actually in 2022 in New Britain, believe it or not.
You were out there shagging.
I was out there shagging in center field. I pocketed a couple of the All-Star Game baseballs. That was the second year in a row that New Britain hosted it. Cam Maldonado actually won it all that year.
Wow.
That was crazy to see. I got a nice interview with him, and then just a few years later he got drafted by the Giants, and of course he's tearing it up with them right now throughout their ranks, currently in San Jose.
281 average for him, 11 home runs, 45 runs driven in. He was the California League Player of the Week back on April 19th, a guy that has really turned things on this season at the single-A level. Certainly hoping for his promotion to high A, the 1-2 to Noe. That is rocketed into the glove of Cobb. His throw to first squeaks away from Story, but either way, he just climbed the ladder and robbed Noe of a potential one-out base hit. Instead, 2 down. It'll bring up T.J. Bayer.
Yeah, almost a sure double play on that, but Luckily, he was able to get out of it. So, have to see what's going to happen the rest of this game. This has been a weird game so far.
They are hoping to extend matters here in this bottom of the 6th inning. Takes the fastball a little up top for ball 1. Norwich heads out on the road tomorrow. They will see the New Britain Bees before they come back home on Wednesday night. They'll see the Lowell Spinners for the 3rd time this summer. And every Wednesday is a midweek ballpark bundle.
Adam, I love hot dogs. I love premium seats, and you should too. Ladies and gentlemen, will you join us this Wednesday, our 3rd midweek ballpark bundle game? You come to Dodd Stadium, you purchase a premium seat, and you get 2 hot dogs. An excellent deal, one of the many great deals that we have at Dodd Stadium, southeastern Connecticut's premier location to catch a baseball game.
Can't beat it. Over 30 years of baseball history here in Norwich. 2-1 on Bayer. The pitch home. Taken outside. Snap throw to first. Diving back in there is Williamson. He singled with 1 out. Looped it into right center field. Give him hits now in 7 straight games for the Quinnipiac Bobcat. He's got a sizable lead. 3-1 home. Nestles into the inside corner. Runs the count full. And the North Faithful not encouraged with that call from E. Tyler Bullock. Full count, 3-2 on Bayer as Norwich tries to get something going. There goes the base runner on a 3-2 pitch with 2 outs. It's ball 4 to Bayer. He's aboard for the 2nd time tonight. And Norwich has a couple of men on with 2 outs for Taylor Kaufman.
Taylor Kaufman looking to play hero for Norwich. With 1 swing of the bat, he can bring them within 2. Although, I feel like just for the confidence for these guys, just getting any runner across home plate will be a win.
Kaufman trying to deliver here with 2 outs in the inning. The pitch home from Lawson. Hacked away foul on the first base side.
Oh, almost hit a fan right there. Watch your lips.
Kaufman, big guy in that righty box, 6'1", 190. Yeah, that brings a lot of experience with them, New Norwich. The 0-1 inside. Boy, it backed him up inside. Nearly got him. Even the count, 1-1 on Kaufman.
So Loshin actually wearing, it seems like he's wearing a face mask that he's been wearing throughout the game.
Yeah, I'm not sure if those are some glasses as well. 1-1. That fastball just misses downstairs. 2-1. And that'll bring out the catcher, Ben Peterson, who's really worked well with his right-handed starter. And Spencer Bergeron, the pitching coach, will pay a visit to the mound here. Norwich trying to get something going here with 2 outs in the inning. A hitter's count on Taylor Kaufman, a guy trying to break up a 0-for-10 slide at the plate. And the Sea Unicorns trying to make it happen with 2 outs here in this 6th inning, trying to drive the boat a little bit.
Looking to keep the fun times rolling. Speaking of fun, Adam, Sunday Fun Day, one of the greater things that we have here at Dodd Stadium. Next one we'll have the 19th of July, followed by the very next week on the 26th. Kids run the bases postgame and have a catch in the outfield, presented by New London Public Schools.
Can't miss it. Always a good time here at Dodd Stadium. It's a 2-ball, 1-strike count on Taylor Kaufman. Norwich tonight with 2 outs, 0-for-5 in the process. Hit softly, and they're going to make the play on it as A.J. Cobb. Make it now 0-for-6 tonight for Norwich with 2 outs, and it's a 5-0 Nashville lead. Go to the 7th tonight in Norwich. Futures League Baseball streaming live on YouTube, SNSN Sports, and the Futures League Network.
Better it burns. Much better. So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns. You buy better it burns. You buy better.
We've been telling you for years you buy better at Burns, but you need to know just how much better the Burns Agency's gotten. Last year, we joined forces with Hub International to bring our current and future customers an even stronger product offering, exceptional service practices, and the most competitive insurance options available. Our integration with Hub makes the team at the Burns Agency that you know and trust stronger, more accessible, and positioned to better serve you in this ever-changing insurance landscape. Call, email, or visit us today in all the same easy ways. The Burns Agency, now a division of Hub International, proudly serving Eastern Connecticut since 1932.
Better. So much better at Burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better at Burns. You buy better at Burns. You buy better.
We head to the 7th inning here tonight in Norwich, a 5-0 lead for Nashua as we head there. Jackson Prey's been good since he's entered the dance tonight, inning in 2/3 of scoreless baseball. Logan Rundy, our team reporter, as versatile as they come. He joins me in the broadcast booth as always as we enter the 7th inning. And Logan, I got to ask you, talk about energy with this group. How do you fight to come back after things unravel in that 5th inning? Curveball drops in there for a called strike. It's quickly 0-2 on Phoenix Williams. He's flied out to center field, popped out to short, and singled tonight. 1 for 3 is the Nashua center fielder. Prey working from the full windup. That's cut on and missed, struck him out. 4th strikeout of the night for Jackson Prey, who is rolling so far in his 6th appearance of the summer for Norwich. That'll bring up the left fielder, Connor Smith. Yeah, good work there. 1 pitch, 1 out for Prey, who has been efficient, has had his strikeout stuff, but more importantly has been efficient with his pitches tonight. And Norwich desperately needing some length out of him after a 4 1/3 tonight from Matt Tabbitt. I thought he was sharp tonight. Things got away from him, and he was visibly frustrated with how things ended for him tonight. But you look at the bigger picture, I thought it was a bounce-back outing for the right-hander for Norwich. Really wanted to get back going in the right direction after 2 rocky outings. Aside from the way things went in the 5th inning, he was dominant. It's 1-1 now on Keblinski.
Yeah, I think there was a lot of positives for Matt Tabbitt to take out of that game. Number one, he commanded the strike zone, I thought, for the entirety of the time. Nashua was a great hitting team. Right, gets them down the middle. They're going to make things happen. Right? It's going to happen. The pitching sometimes is inconsistent, as we mentioned at times, but they've been able to hit all year. It's got them win single-handedly, and Matt Tabbitt knew that.
Boy, he gets a big wave and a miss there. Gone chasing that time was Keblinski. 5 strikeouts tonight for Jackson Prey, who has been spotless tonight in relief. It's stretch time in Norwich. When we come back, 5-0 Nashua on the Futures League Network and live on YouTube, SNSN Sports.
Safe to visit the dentist. In a word, yes, A specialty vet dentist is Dr. Katzoff and the staff at Griswold Dental Associates. They follow all the latest safety protocols while doing what they do best, taking care of you. From preventive to restorative, your dental care couldn't be in better hands. To schedule your appointment, call Griswold Dental Associates today, 860-376-2626. That's 860-376-2626.
With Jewett City Savings Bank's free access checking account, you get everything you need to take control of your money, including mobile banking, mobile check deposit, and a contactless debit card with mobile wallet. Add a high-yield savings account for even more control. Stop by one of our offices in Eastern Connecticut or visit jcsbank.com to open your account today. Jewett City Savings Bank, member FDIC.
Your attention, please, ladies and gentlemen. Now pitching for the Silver Knights from Nashville University, number 43, Colton Schaefer. Schaefer now pitching for Nashua.
Head to the bottom of the 7th inning, and as always, Logan Rundy is on side with us. Fan experience at Dodd Stadium. Logan Rundy, over to you, my friend.
What's up, Adam? I'm here with Chase right above the first base dugout, and I got some news for you, Adam. It is Chase's 14th birthday, so happy birthday to you, Chase. I have to ask, what has been the best part of your birthday so far?
I got to go to a Red Sox game on Monday.
Got to go to the Red Sox game on Monday. It should be...
Sorry, the other day.
The other day? They've been playing well lately, right? Been able to sweep the Yankees over the weekend. They're up 6-1 against Washington right now. Let's talk about this baseball game. What has been your favorite part of the game here so far?
Up here.
Absolutely. Let's get my man Chase a ball here for his 14th birthday. Sea Unicorns looking to come back here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Adam, back to you.
Great work as always, Logan. And happy birthday as well to our good friend Jackson, watching some Sea Unicorns baseball here tonight, and hoping for the Sea Unicorns to try and rally back. Gonna need to do it here against a new arm in the ball game for the Silver Knights. It's the right-hander Colton Schaefer now in. They'll be greeted by Jack Treat. They'll start it out for Norwich as we get underway here in this bottom of the 7th inning. Pitch home on the ground, rolled over softly. Moving over, Kaplinski's long throw across the diamond in plenty of time. And on one pitch, Treat retired to begin matters in the Norwich 7th inning. It'll bring up the designated hitter, Dylan Semini. Norwich just really fighting things here tonight against the Silver Knights, who have really been rolling lately. From the full windup is Schaefer. His fastball misses up top for ball one. Schaefer, the new arm, soon to be sophomore at Millersville University out of Lebanon, Pennsylvania. As Logan Rundy rejoins us in the broadcast booth. Semini fouls away. Strike one down the left side, and always good to find a fan. How about on a birthday, too?
Yeah, it was really great. He was excited. We got to get my man a ball after the game here, get some of the guys to sign. I think we can make it happen, and it's so cool to come down here to Norwich and just catch a game on your birthday, right? Great experience, good food, good ticket prices, more importantly. Like, everything's there. Everybody's got to come down here to Norwich, especially Friday night, first responders night, and then we have fireworks after the game. Hopefully, the weather, it's got to hold, though.
It's got to hold up. Friday night baseball in Norwich, always a family treat to have. Plenty of options available, plenty of tickets available. Go SeaUnicorns.com. Let's get this place sold out for our military appreciation night. This is hammered foul for strike two, and that'll even the count. 2 balls and 2 strikes. New pitcher in the ball game. Colton Schaefer now tossing for Nick Guarino's side. After 6 shutout innings of 2-hit baseball tonight for Ty Lowson in his Futures League debut. Schaefer has pitched to a 2.16 ERA this summer. Makes his 9th appearance of the summer, all out of the Nashua bullpen. 8 1/3 innings worked. 9 strikeouts as well. He's been brilliant for Nick Guarino's group, trying to pencil in another win here this summer. They've won 3 in a row entering action tonight. 2-2. That's tapped foul. And give Nashua credit. They just find different ways to beat you. And tonight, it's been one big inning still. A chance for Norwich, but they're going to have to rally back, trailing by 5. And it has been just a couple of big innings here, a big inning there, and all of a sudden the game is blown up on Norwich against the Silver Knights. Other than that, it's been a pitcher's battle tonight. 2-2 home. Cut on and missed, struck him out. It's a strikeout, 10th of the summer for Schaefer, and quickly 2 gone in the Norwich 7th inning.
Yeah, this is where you got to find a way to fight if you're Luke Maltasia. I thought that was actually a solid at bat from Dylan Samini. I really thought he battled into a count that was favorable, and it's all about those small victories at this point. Obviously, the score is what it is, but you have to find a way to put up 3, 4, 5 hits because 2 is just not going to cut it, and especially here at home. There's only been 17 extra base hits here at Dodd Stadium this year. With a huge park like this, you got to drive the ball in different directions, and especially into those large gaps.
On the ground, rolled over to third. Going to be a tough play over there. Kablinski turns, swirls, and fires it. Boy, what a play by Peter Kablinski. It's 3 up and 3 down for Schaefer. We go to the 8th. 5-0 Nashua on the Futures League Network and live on YouTube. SNSN Sports.
Huge shout out to Bacchus Hospital for partnering with Griswold Middle School to give 8th grade students an unforgettable hands-on experience through Dare to Care. Students explored the critical care unit, emergency department, Lifestar helicopter, and American ambulance while taking part in interactive safety activities like impairment goggles and stop the bleed training. These real-world lessons are helping empower our youth to make safe, healthy decisions and learn valuable life-saving skills. From all of us at Griswold Pride, thank you to the doctors, nurses, first responders, and staff who made this incredible day possible. Together, we're building a safer and stronger community.
Jewett City Savings Bank gives you 2 ways to pay for purchases, while also keeping your accounts and your money secure. Use our contactless debit card or add the card to the mobile wallet on your phone. Both give you a fast, safe, and easy way to check out. To learn more, stop by one of our offices in Eastern Connecticut or visit jcsbank.com. Jewett City Savings Bank, member FDIC.
Go to the bottom of the check that. We go to the 8th inning here tonight in Norwich. It's the right-hander out of Waterford, Connecticut, Matt Champagne, who takes them out tonight for Norwich in what is expected to be his last outing of the summer for the Sea Unicorns. It's been an exciting time for him here in the Futures League, a guy that brings so much energy and juice to the clubhouse. Took a gap year at Andover and really elevated his game, and the Bulldogs excited about bringing him on board in the class of 2026, and it's a good chance for him to get his last licks against collegiate level hitting before he makes his way to New Haven.
Yeah, and that's been awesome. Obviously, some of the stuff hasn't been great throughout the year, but he's had some really fun moments, and good moments, that is. I think for a riser like Champagne is to have consistent innings, finding a way to put the ball on the ground, getting different ways of outs. It's going to be so important for him at the college level. Secondly, learning through some of the mistakes he made here in the summer. The Futures League, of course, is all about winning, but you have to find a way to learn as well and enjoy it. And I think definitely he's enjoyed it. One of the most energetic guys in the clubhouse, there's not a doubt about it, and now it's about putting it together on the field, and when you put the two together, he's going to be an excellent player.
He'll make his 7th appearance of the summer and his 4th out of the Norwich bullpen. He was a starter his last 3 times out for Zach Gitcher, a guy that has been versatile in his roles this summer. 13 1/3 innings worked, 7.42 is ERA. A guy that has certainly learned, as risers do in this league. His fastball's inside. It's quickly 2-0. The leadoff man up in the inning, Hudson Story. He's the first baseman tonight for Nashua. Hitters count 2-0 home. Fouled back, strike one.
Yeah, I think it's all for Champagne at this point. I think he's a better bullpen arm just from what we've seen so far this summer. Obviously, a little smaller of a sample size, just under 14 innings. So I think he's more comfortable. I think when he sees the game from the dugout, then he gets himself really warmed up in the bullpen and then can come into the game at a certain point. I think this is a great point to put him in. I think just putting him down when there's not really a lot of stakes on the line, down 5 already, just to get comfortable and a good momentum shift heading into the collegiate season.
Story tonight, struck out a couple of times. He's also singled today in a hitter's count, 3-1. Matt Champagne working on the mound. The pitch home, inside and low, lost him. 5-pitch walk surrendered by the young right-hander. And Story is on to begin the 8th inning. Fans, the Burns Agency. Let the Burns Agency simplify your insurance needs. Go to theburnsagency.com to find out more. The Burns Agency, now part of Hub International.
It's a big moment for Champagne with a runner on, leadoff walk. How do you battle through this? That's a good start as he gets a swinging strike from Peterson.
Peterson, so far today, is 1 for 3, has flied out, struck out, and single today. Stands in the back of the righty box. Righty on right matchup. Maltasia set up inside. Big swing and a miss there on a wipeout breaking ball. And Champagne got a huge chase for strike 2.
I think it's a short lease here for Champagne. You got arms in the bullpen down there. So Ben Jerome just came out and kind of accelerated that process. So he probably is only going to see 3 to 4 batters. You got to make the most out of it if you're Matt Champagne. That's a good start.
Boy, that just kept falling away, went dancing away. And Champagne gets a strikeout of Peterson. And there's one gone in the Silver Knights 8th inning. What a bounce back after the leadoff walk on 5 pitches to Story. Gets the strikeout of Peterson. Here's Campagna, the pitch. Frisbee looking offerings right now from Champagne from that high 3/4 arm slot.
How does he control it? Right now, get the out. How do you hold the base runner? How do you control that slider? How do you come back with a different pitch once they catch on to it? Just like that, man.
Oh, what a pitch. And it's so challenging for a batter when you see it just keep diving away. It's a ball and a strike on Campagna. Taken downstairs, 2-1. Aboard at first is Story. He walked on 5 pitches to start the inning. We're in the top of the 8th inning here tonight. 5-0 Silver Knight lead. And Matt Champagne working for his final time as a Sea Unicorn this summer. The 2-1. That is hacked foul on the third base side. And that'll run the count even 2-2 on Mason Campagna.
Put the ball on the ground here. That's my big thing. I don't think you should go for the strikeout in this situation. Save the bullets. Put the ball on the ground. Those 2 guys up in the middle, Kenny Noe and CJ Nolan, are the pros.
Gotta trust your guys. The 2-2. That check swing looked like he went around. He did, says Matt Ball, the first base umpire. And Champagne has back-to-back strikeouts here in his final inning of work. That'll bring up the right fielder, Robbie Grasso. Boy, what pitch tunneling. Just kept diving away. Kind of was throwing across his body around the right side, and it just kept slurving into the lefty box. Just no chance for the Nashville last 2 men at the plate. First offering home. That's way outside. There goes the base runner Story, and Maltasia will freeze it. It's 1-0 on Grasso.
Yeah, just find a way here if you match Champagne. Obviously, that's a pitch you're not looking for. I'm kind of the opinion if your manager's at get you go get him right now. Just to leave him on a high note. A couple of Ks there and some really good pitches to get him out of the game. And it's going to be big for him to kind of come back in the fall in New Haven, right, and try to find a way for him to be involved there. It's a school that needs pitching. As that ball
this is drilled out to right field. Long run for Williamson. It is tracked down at the warning track. Boy, the Bobcat quickly leaches onto it and makes a tremendous running catch. It's a scoreless inning of work. Boy, you had to watch your heartbeat there. It was rocketed off the bat of Grasso, but Williamson takes care of it, and we go to the bottom of the 8th. Norwich chasing 5 when we come back. Unicorn fans, ready to rep your Norwich Sea Unicorns? Dive into the point-of-sale team store. From hats and jerseys to gear that covers every base, show your Sea Unicorn spirit and style. From ballpark essentials to unique souvenirs, there's something for every fan in the pod. Stop by during any home game or shop anytime at seaunicorns.milbstore.com. That's seaunicorns.milbstore.com. The point-of-sale team store has you covered all season long. Go to the bottom of the 8th inning here tonight, and as we head home, Highway Campers. Home is where you park it. That's the motto for Highway Campers on Route 12 in Plainfield. Family owned since 1967. Camping season is here. Check out their inventory of new and used campers and park models at highwaycampers.com. Remember, home is where you park it. Go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Colton Schaefer back on the mound for Nashua. Rolling right along here tonight, just over the 2-hour mark. And the real difference tonight has been the 5th inning for the Silver Knights. Really did in Norwich, trying to climb out of a 5-0 rut. And the pitching has been sharp tonight. 7 shutout frames of 2-hit baseball. And Norwich trying to find a way against Schaefer.
Yeah, it's been excellent from Nashua. It's plain and simple. As a little mound visit is going to come out there.
This also gives us a chance to talk about Jacob Schrag. He'll get the baseball tomorrow for the Norwich Sea Unicorns. Schrag will take the rock for Norwich, make his second start of the summer. Transfer out of Post University to Stonehill out of nearby Mystic, Connecticut. What should we expect from the right-hander tomorrow night?
Well, you're going to get a lot of pitches in the zone. 1-1 with 11 innings, 9 hits. You know, that 4 ERA is a little bit up there. But those 10 Ks is what I'm looking at as well. Stonehill's going to get a lot of products from this team. Sean Connolly's going to be there, as well as Trenton Doyle, right? He's going down there as well. So, again, and then you're going to have Jacob Schrag. So, what a fun group of guys that's going to be, and especially out of the bullpen. Stonehill's going to be in good shape.
No doubt about it for the Hawks over there at Stonehill. Picking up a couple more Sea Unicorns. It's 0-1 on Brandon O'Neill. He's a Central Connecticut State Blue Devil product out of Ronkonkoma, New York. Okay, that's hit well at home this summer for Norwich. Sea Unicorns hoping for him to rattle the bat rack here in this 9th inning and ignite the offense. Held to 2 hits so far. Here's Schaefer working in a 1-1 count. Is offering home. Fastball grooved on the outside corner. Good spot for him.
It's good movement, two-seam movement. Something we haven't seen from him so far, and that's a pitch that O'Neill didn't recognize. I wouldn't be surprised if he went right back to it.
The 1-2 home. That's downstairs. He went with the breaking ball. And it was spiked back there. Good block by Peterson. So far this summer for O'Neill, a .333 hitter at Dodd Stadium. Trying to find some magic here. He takes a good take. That was diving away for ball 3.
All about approach here, especially in the later innings of this game. O'Neill's got to find a way to switch this lineup with no outs when you got C.J. Nolan next, who's a great situational hitter.
Full count on Brandon O'Neill. The pitch. That got away. It goes rolling to the backstop. O'Neill recognizes it, takes the turn around the first base bag. They'll stay there. It's a leadoff walk, and Norwich has a man on for C.J. Nolan.
You got to play the situation, right? Obviously, you're chasing 5. Put together some good at-bats. Put a few on the board. It's all about climbing back into this game. You can't get all 5 in one inning. Obviously, it's possible, but play the game odds, right? Use the top of the lineup. C.J. Nolan, Caden Williamson, who's been red hot. T.J. Barry's going to come up in this situation. Granted, no double play. So, again, it's about getting your guys into the game.
Here's C.J. He was robbed of a base hit his last time. He rocketed it to the hot corner. Good play by Kaplinski. Nashua's been sound defensively tonight, have not committed any errors. Just one error committed between the two sides overall. It's the leadoff man is Brandon O'Neill. He's on at first. The pitch to CJ. Cuts and misses. A violent swing, and he's up empty for strike 1.
And this is where kind of the game plan got thrown out the window. You got to stay closed. CJ Nolan kind of flew open. When you fly open, you fly your shoulders, you fly your head, and there's just never a chance. Stay closed for as long as possible and stay through the baseball.
Schaefer from the stretch. 1-1. Down and away. 2-1. Do you go here? If you're O'Neill, do you try and accelerate the need to try and score runs here and get into scoring position, or do you take them as they come?
I think you take them as you come here. Try to find a rally. You don't want to get yourself on the bases, especially when that happens, right?
Guess we spoke it into existence. Boy, that one trickling to the backstop and quickly to third is Brandon O'Neill, and I guess that's why patience is a virtue. Waited his turn, and I think the catcher, Peterson, got crossed up. Looked like a goal that went in 5-hole. Just had no idea where it went, and there was a long journey to the backstop. And O'Neill quickly took a couple of bases with it. The game's first run for Norwich, 90 feet away, and a hitter's count for CJ. I imagine this is a take sign right now from Colby Reggione. He wants to force the right-hander Schaefer back into the count.
It might be. I think when you give a guy that's not hitting well at the moment the green light to go in this situation, or you're right, you give him the green light. He gave him the go. Right, I think in that situation, CJ's mad at himself because he knew he had it, right? You only get those pitches once a week right down Broadway, and this is where it is, right? 3-2 is a big moment for CJ, in my opinion, and here's why. Find a way to drive this in. Give yourself some momentum going into tomorrow. This is more than likely your last at-bat of the evening. Put the ball in play. It's as simple as that. It's a contact play, especially down 5.
Full count on CJ. O'Neill on at third. That's blocked. Good stop back there by Peterson, and Norwich has them at the corners for Caden Williamson. Here's Spencer Bergeron. He'll pay a visit as we go around the Futures League here tonight on this Monday night. Lots of baseball here around the Futures League here today. As Norwich looks to rally here. They have runners at the corners with nobody out. Caden Williamson waiting to come to the plate, and Logan will walk us around the out-of-town scoreboard on this Monday night.
Yeah, absolutely. New Britain down 3 against red-hot Worcester. They're looking to add another game onto their winning streak. Vermont is at LeLacheur Field tonight in Lowell. They're up 1. The Spinners putting up a good fight against Vermont. And Vermont's been a team on the road that's vulnerable. I think that's the big thing, right? If you can find Vermont on the road, right here they dropped 2 out of 3 a couple weeks ago. Them at home is a different story with the fans, with the environment. They play a lot differently. If Lowell can find a way to scratch a game there, these standings could get really interesting tonight. But if you're Norwich, you got to look at this game. Nashua's right above you. The more they win against you, the more games they're going to gain. And they're a little bit up right now. We're in that 5 spot. Got to win these games, especially against teams that are in 4, 5, 6 to try to gain some ground.
Here's Williamson with runners at the corners against Schaefer. That's inside. Boy, a lot of loss of command right now for the right-hander Schaefer, who backed up Williamson, extended his hitting streak with his last hit. And that was a single to right center field, and like you spoke with him about all the singles. He's been finding them throughout the summer.
He has, and it's all about what he's seeing, right? He's swinging late intentionally. All those singles, or at least the majority of them, are going backside, meaning they're going to the opposite field. That's all he's trying to do. He's never been a power guy. He said that to me verbatim today. do what is needed in the situation. In this situation, which he's excellent in, is literally just a backside single.
Hitters count 2-0. Inside corner, 2-1.
Williamson not happy about it. I think it did clip it. Obviously, it's not a call you want in that situation, but cooler heads are going to prevail. I wouldn't be surprised if C.J. Nolan starts to run at first base to cause some havoc.
2-1. Make it 3-1. A borderline pitch. And hitters count for Caden Williamson. Trying to help bring Norwich back in the fight here tonight. Trail by 5. 3-1 the count. Hitters territory. From the stretches, Schaefer's pitch. Outside, low. And just like that, 3 consecutive walks will bring out the skipper, Nick Guarino. He'll go to the bullpen. Buckle your seatbelts. Things have gotten interesting as we take a turn in the bottom of the 8th inning. They're loaded up. Kenny Noe when we come back right here on the Futures League Network and live on YouTube, SNSN Sports.
Dinosaur Place is roaring fun for all ages. Have you ever driven by the Big Dino on Route 85 in Montville, Connecticut? Stop in and check out what's behind the fences. Jurassic adventures await you. The Dinosaur Place is the largest dinosaur-themed family fun park in New England. A lot of value for one-of-a-kind attractions. Over 100 life-size dinosaurs, nature trails, and playscapes. Visit our popular T-Rex Tower and zero-depth dino-themed splash pad. Plan your next adventure. Go to thedinosaurplace.com.
Looking for the perfect shed? Come to SCR Structures and Sheds in North Franklin. Whether you're buying or renting to own, we've got you covered with 90 days, same as cash, and guaranteed price matching on any competitor's advertised shed of the same quality. That's scr-structures.com. That's SCR Structures and Sheds, built right, priced right here in North Franklin. scr-structures.com.
Welcome back to Dodd Stadium. Nashville makes a pitching change. It'll be number 41, Matthew Donovan, the senior from Roger Williams University and the Stoneham, Massachusetts native. Looking to shut it down for Nashua as they've had 2 walks to load the bases here in the home half of the 8th inning. Kenny Noe will be next, followed by T.J. Bayer. C.J. Nolan will lead from second. Brendan O'Neill over at third. And then it will be Williamson at first base.
Bases loaded situation for Norwich. And a golden opportunity to try and battle their way back against the Silver Knights, who lead by 5. It's Matthew Donovan's baseball here for Nashua. 6 feet, 195 pounds. The third arm used today. All from the right side. Third appearance of the Summers. Worked 3 innings. ERA of 3. 3 strikeouts as well to his name for the Roger Williams product. He made his last appearance back on June 24th when an inning and a third allowed. And earned run in the process.
This is the guy you want up in this situation.
Check that. Did not allow any earned runs. 1 run did score. He's allowed just 1 run in his 3 innings of work, and this is exactly it. The guy you want up. And they switch hitting Kenny Noe, as he calls it, a rare breed. You don't find too many guys that hit from both sides, and he has been as good as they come from the left side. He takes for a called strike. And right now for Donovan, he's just trying to throw strikes, and he certainly will trade outs for runs at this juncture in the inning. They're loaded with nobody out. Works from the stretch, his pitch. Off-speed pitch, didn't get the call, 1-1.
Yeah, Kenny's already put one over the fence, right on, tucked it in the right field foul pole a couple weeks back, and it'd be a big time for it. But again, you can't get too big. Put the ball in play, put it in the grass in the outfield. It's probably 2.
even count the pitch. Oh, he wanted that one, and he got handcuffed for strike 2. Certainly a must-have strikeout spot for Donovan. With the bases full and nobody out. Bottom of the 8th inning, a 5-0 Nashua lead. The 1-2. That is lifted. That's going to fall in. It's a base hit. 1 run will score. Colby Reggione's going to give the wave at third. C.J. Nolan will score. O'Neill and C.J. to the plate. It's a 5-2 ball game. And Kenny Noe with a short, compact swing has brought Norwich back within 3.
Exactly what you needed. It's that simple. Put the ball in play, short, compact, as you mentioned, puts it right in the right field, and now you have a whole momentum change. You do have to find a way to put one more run up. I will say that. I think if you're chasing 3 in the 9th inning, that's more difficult, right? You have to find a way to make it manageable for yourself. And Kaufman's got to have TJ Bayer's got to have a good at-bat here.
Boy, what a swing by Kenny Noe. And all of a sudden, the lead feeling ramshackled right now for Nashua. Here's Bayer. He's been tremendous at home. He's batting close to 300, takes first pitch for a strike. And Nashua found themselves in this spot because of 3 straight walks to begin the inning. Norwich didn't have to earn it. They got the big hit from Noe, but you could argue from Nashua's side, those bases were not earned. They were handed Norwich's way, and now it's about taking advantage of the opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime you're given a free pass 3 times, you have to cash in. 2 have been cashed in. If you can cash in the 3rd, that's ideal, obviously. TJ's already roped a single down the line and right earlier to lead off the game in the offensive category. Another one like that might be 2.
Bayer takes, low and away, 2-1. Still nobody out. Certainly the makings for the big inning for Norwich, but you don't want to get ahead of yourself.
Got to keep it simple. 1 batter at a time. Hand the bat to the next person.
Set up inside Peterson. The 2-1 home. Popped him up. Shallow right field. Moving back is Cobb. Calling for it. Instead is Grasso. He'll make the catch. 1 down.
Keep the energy up. Keep it rolling. Obviously not ideal because it doesn't move a runner. It's not a productive out. Kaufman is a guy in this spot that can produce a productive out. The only way it's essentially productive is a fly ball into anything right of the 401 sign. Anything else, there's no way it's risked.
Here's Kaufman with a couple of men on and 1 out. He goes chasing for strike 1. Hardy cut. Healthy swing.
Got to stay short. Stay short. Don't make it big. Keep the shoulders in line with the pitcher's shoulders, and you're fine.
This is the middle of the lineup for Norwich. The 0-1. Outside 1-1. Aboard at second is Williamson. No, he's on at first. It's a 5-2 Nashua lead. Sea Unicorns hoping for some 8th inning magic. And that's ruled as a strike. Caught the bottom of the zone, says Tyler Bullock. And the Norwich faithful disheartened with the strike 2 call on Kaufman. Big pitch here on the Norwich left fielder.
Yeah, Donovan and Schaefer not throw it often. Good 2-seamers, though, that run in on the right-handers.
What a snag back there by Peterson. He potentially saved a run. Hunters stay at first and second. It's 2-2 on Kaufman. He's looking for the big swing here and help propel the comeback effort. The 2-2. Outside, 3-2. You speak about balance so often with pitchers, and that time it looked like Donovan became unglued in his mechanics.
Yeah, he came unglued, but when you throw sliders, you think, I have to use my body, which is true. You have to use it partially, but the arm action is where you generate all the spin.
3-2. Outside, he walked him.
Now, this is a big at-bat. Jack Treat, once you walk a guy, then you find a lefty. So it's all about the situations and advantage Nashua's got a right-hander in the bullpen, so not really a point in putting him in this situation. Treat has the advantage. Got to cash in.
4 walks this inning for Nashua pitching. Kaufman was on the ropes, a ball and 2 strikes. Here's Treat, takes downstairs for ball 1, and boy, the window's been opened here for Norwich. Just command control right now. Troublesome for the Nashua staff. Jack Treat hoping to give Norwich fans a treat here in the 8th inning. He takes a strike.
2-seam action. Again, this is going to play to the advantage here of Donovan. It's going to move all the way from Jack Treat. He's got to find a way just to flick it the other way if he gets in a situation where he needs to.
Even count, the 1-1. Inside, 2-1.
Norwich got some arms up down in that bullpen. Looks like it's Zion Frazier from here.
You got good eyes. You can see the numbers.
Trying to keep it young. 21 years young.
2-1 on Jack Treat, the pitch. He went swinging for the fences, and he's up empty, 2-2. Good ride on that fastball from Donovan. Trying to hold off the Norwich attack, which has them loaded. We're in the bottom of the 8th inning, 1 out, bases loaded.
Quick decision here from Jack Treat.
The 2-2. That is lined out to center field on the run is Williams. He will make the grab on it. Tagging and scoring is Williamson. That's a productive out. RBI sac fly. Jack Treat, it's 5-3.
Yeah, really good job out there in center field by Phoenix Williams. That 100% could have got down, and he probably saves either a momentum shift or the game here. Looks like Fiataroni's going to pitch hit.
Boy, what a coverage by Phoenix Williams. Get out there and make the play on it for a massive second out. And Donovan just trying to tightrope through this 8th inning. And you said it. Michael Fiataroni will play in the Prospects game tomorrow. Right now, the Prospects here is a chance to get back in the ball game for Norwich. The tying run on at first. It's Kaufman. Noe at second. The pitch home. Down and in, ball 1. Eyes can't get too big, though.
No, they can, and Mike does a really good job of staying within himself. He doesn't really adjust outside of what he does. He is on the plate a little more than he normally is to get it about everything, so we'll see if that helps him.
He's swatting away, strike 1, foul.
Pulls everything, right? If you look back at that, Fiataroni he explodes, right? He pulls his head, which explodes that front elbow, and that's where you get foul balls, right? That probably could have been in right field if he stays through the baseball. So it's all about being within yourself. Be Michael Fiataroni as you have been all year.
1-1.
Same thing. It's the exact same thing, right? Got to find a way. You got to get coverage down here if you're Colby Reggione. If you're Joe DeLanzo at first base, you got to see that and find a way to relay that to him somehow productively. You don't want to be like, oh, you have to stay within yourself. You want to be, oh, keep it simple.
Pitchers count for Donovan. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. Struck him out. Fiataroni punched out to end the threat, but Norwich grabs 3 in the 8th. It's a 2-run game. We go to the 9th when we come back right here on the Futures League Network and live on YouTube. SNSN Sports.
Better it burns. Much better. So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns. You buy better it burns. You buy better.
We've been telling you for years you buy better at Burns, but you need to know just how much better the Burns Agency's gotten. Last year, we joined forces with Hub International to bring our current and future customers an even stronger product offering, exceptional service practices, and the most competitive insurance options available. Our integration with Hub makes the team at the Burns Agency that you know and trust stronger, more accessible, and positioned to better serve you in this ever-changing insurance landscape. Call, email, or visit us today in all the same easy ways. The Burns Agency, now a division of Hub International, proudly serving Eastern Connecticut since 1932.
Better. So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns. You buy better it burns. You buy better.
You gotta set up your pose, you gotta throw hard. We go to the ninth inning tonight in Norwich. It's a 5-3 Silver Knights lead. Zion Frazier will get the baseball here. Right-hander out of New London, Connecticut, Post University will get the rock. As Norwich has got themselves back in it, Mike, it's a 2-run game.
That's right, Adam. I got to go spend some time with the fans in the right field bleachers, and let me tell you, they are hungry for a Sea Unicorns home win, and especially to do it against the Silver Knights, who have been giving the Sea Unicorns their best so far this season. Big inning there. Kenny Noe, of course, with that huge RBI single for 2. Although Fiataroni did strike out, kind of looked awkward on that one. Sea Unicorns are still in a prime spot to come back in the bottom half of the ninth if they can get out of this inning quickly.
First man up in the inning is Tyson Gill. Fouls back, strike one. Here's Frazier. Enters the scene, 5th appearance of the summer. 159 is ERA, .88 his whip over 5 2/3 of an inning. This is a guy Norwich certainly leaning on here for 3 big outs. Set the table for the bottom of the ninth. It's quickly 0-2 on Gill, who's batting for the 4th time today. Is 0 for 3 to this point as a sac fly as well. Has produced an RBI.
You know, this game was moving along very quickly until that top half of the 5th where Nashua put up 5. So if this game does end, you can almost certainly credit it to that 5th inning. And that has been the problem this season, you know. These pitchers for the Sea Unicorns, they will do very, very well starting out the game, although between the 5th and 8th innings, things start to unravel, and that's what we saw today. But the guys have been doing a good job so far as to get back on the saddle, so to say, after they've fallen off. And, you know, 3 hits only, but these guys are hungry. They want to win for this crowd.
No doubt about that for Norwich. Trying to use a late inning rally tonight. 2-2 on Gill. Frazier's offering. Swung on and missed. Struck him out by way of the K. Gill retired, 1 gone in the Nashua ninth.
So in my 2 innings in the bleachers, I got to talk to some of the fans, ask them what they saw on the field. And those 2 incredibly awkward bounces that we saw actually was a result of the ball being hit right at the lip of the dirt, where the dirt meets the grass. Just took an awkward bounce. So that's how it happened. I mean, whatever you want to call it, unlucky, but we're in the situation now.
It's a foul off for strike one. A.J. Cobb, their leadoff man to begin the inning. Opponents are hitting just .227 against Zion this summer. And without the services now of Peter Glidden, that's a big wave and a miss for strike 2. A guy who was rock solid out of the Norwich pen. This is going to be a guy for Norwich that's going to have to eat up some big innings in his absence. And Norwich hoping it's nothing serious, but either way, leaves a hole to be filled. And tonight, Frazier trying to land 3 outs in the ninth. 0-2. Down and away, 1-2. Cobb today had one of those friendly infield singles. That was in that big 5th inning. Has popped out and grounded out his other trips to the plate. 1 for 4. The Nashua second baseman, the 1-2. That's on the outside corner. Struck him out. Back-to-back punch-outs for Frazier, who is in control to begin the 9th inning.
Yeah, Frazier being rock solid so far. Back-to-back strikeouts, exactly what these guys need to pump them up going into the bottom half of the ninth. We're already at the end of June. We're essentially at the halfway mark of the season right now as we speak. Norwich has yet to come away with a walk-off win here at home, which is a rarement if you're used to baseball here in the Rose.
Big swing and miss from Phoenix Williams. What a start to the inning for Zion Frazier. And yes, hoping for that ninth inning magic here tonight against the back end of the Nashua bullpen. 0-1. Cut on, foul tip, strike 2.
And you know, there's always magic when it comes to baseball. You see it at Bullens Field. They call it Bullens Magic with the Starfires. Here at Dodd Stadium, we call it Dirty Deeds at Dodd.
Really?
When it comes to the ninth inning. Yes, sir, we do. You like that one?
Oh, pulled that one.
Oh, that was good, huh?
That was something.
I got Adam rattled.
Swung on and missed. Struck him out. He struck out the side. Zion Frazier dazzling in the ninth. We go to the bottom of the ninth. Buckle your seatbelts. Norwich trying to walk it off and rally back when we come back.
Safe to visit the dentist. In a word, yes, especially if that dentist is Dr. Katzoff and the staff at Griswold Dental Associates. They follow all the latest safety protocols while doing what they do best, taking care of you. From preventive to restorative, your dental care couldn't be in better hands. To schedule your appointment, call Griswold Dental Associates today, 860-376-2626. That's 860-376-2626.
With Jewett City Savings Bank's free access checking account, you get everything you need to take control of your money, including mobile banking, mobile check deposit, and a contactless debit card with mobile wallet. Add a high-yield savings account for even more control. Stop by one of our offices in Eastern Connecticut or visit jcsbank.com to open your account today. Jewett City Savings Bank, member FDIC.
Oh, how sweet it is. We go to the bottom of the ninth inning tonight. It's a new pitcher in the ball game for Nick Guarino's side. Right-hander Declan Wilkes will get the baseball for Nashua, trying to lock down a big win on a Monday night for Nashua. Norwich trying to storm all the way back from a 5-run deficit. Going to need some magic in the ninth inning here tonight.
Yeah, Declan's last game took place on the 26th. In that win against the Bees, he went 1 inning even, allowed 1 hit, and he struck out 1. He's got a 5.11 ERA on the season through 12 innings, 1 win, 17 strikeouts, looking for his first save of the Futures League season. And Norwich looking to play spoiler and get that first walk-off win that we were just talking about.
Wilkes not a big guy, 5'9", 175 out of Reading, Massachusetts, and Lehigh.
He is a guy that will get hit around, though. He has 2 appearances on the year, one versus the Lake Monsters and another versus the Bravehearts, where he allowed 4 runs and then 3 runs versus the Bravehearts. Those both took place within an inning, and they were both save opportunities that were blown. So he is a guy that will get hit around. Norwich obviously looking to do the same and add to some more bad luck for him. It seems as if by the number, every 2 starts, based off of his Futures League stats for this season, he will run into some trouble. And what do you know? His last 2 starts were pretty good, but tonight hopefully will be a little bit of rough tides here for the Knights at Dodd.
Norwich hoping to rally here tonight. It's 8-9-1 due up for Norwich as we commence this ninth inning. The right-hander Wilkes at Lehigh pitched to a 5.74 ERA, 1-0 as a freshman. Listed at 5.7 on their roster sheet. 5'9" for Nashua. Just turned 19 years of age. As everyone on the top step of the Norwich dugout.
And Lawson, of course, was lights out for Nashua, only allowing 1 hit. The last 2 innings, Nashua has run into troubles, have had trouble finding the strike zone, especially in that last inning with all those walks that were allowed. Eventually would load the bases for Kenny Noe to knock into.
It's 1-1 on Malta. Sia. The pitch home. Sawed off foul, boy. Watch your head.
Yeah. Brendan O'Neill. Bro O'Neill was like, brother.
Bro.
Hit it the other way.
It's 1-2 on Malta Sea. Marblehead, Massachusetts native, trying to start a little thunder in the ninth. And shake up the tide. Pitchers count, though, to 1-2. Swung on and missed, struck him out. He went chasing the high fastball. And there's one gone in the Norwich ninth inning.
Yeah, not the way that you want to start things, of course, especially in the bottom half of the ninth. And Malta Sea having some words with the dugout for Nashua. Home plate umpire is going to tell them to mind their own.
Nick Guarino with a quick word there for E. Tyler Bullock, still trying to bark with E. Tyler Bullock. These are two fiery managers on both sides in a 2-run game. In the ninth inning, here's Brandon O'Neill, the pitch. That's in there.
Dirty.
One of those dirty deeds. Spots the inside corner.
At Dodd.
And what a pitch. That just buckled Brandon O'Neill. He was turned away by it. The 0-1. That's all the way to the backstop, 1-1.
And exactly my point. It seems as if Nashua has been getting ahead of themselves on the mound to an extent. Wild pitch there. And, of course, the last pitcher that we saw for Nashua, even in warm-ups, was a little bit wild. So for them, they'd like to turn it around.
It's Ethan, the 1-1. Cut on and missed for strike two.
And even though that they do seem to be wild at times, they're able to find it within themselves to throw strikes, and the Sea Unicorns just look very uncomfortable at the plate.
Pitch control here, the 1-2, fouled back. On deck is C.J. Nolan, top of the order, waiting, hoping for a duck on the pond. It would be Brandon O'Neill, who walked his last time up, 0 for 2 to this point. Norwich just quieted to 3 hits tonight. The 1-2 up top, 2-2.
Good eye. And from the last 2 innings, if that explains anything, once the Silver Knights tie their batters in the count, they seem to either fall behind or allow hits. So Sea Unicorns hoping for more of the same.
On 2-2, struck him out. He went chasing a dirty slider. Boy, that just darted away from Brandon O'Neill. 2 gone. We take a look back at tonight's DB1. Feeling electric play of the game. Some work defensively by Norwich, and this play out in right field by Caden Williamson on the run at the warning track. The Quinnipiac Bobcat tracking one down tonight is tonight's DB1. Feeling electric play of the game. He's on deck, hoping for CJ to come through.
And, of course, he was up at the plate in that last inning where they scored 3, reached by the walk. Of course, he's always a threat to steal, too. So CJ has got to get him on because he's the tying run.
Back-to-back strikeouts to begin the inning, and now it's 2-0 on CJ.
And CJ, of course, threat to steal in his own right on this season. Has 9 stolen bases.
Hitters count for the Coventry, Connecticut local. The pitch on the inside corner. That was a must-have fastball strike. And Wilkes got it, hoping to land a big win tonight for Nashua and create some separation between 4th and 5th place in the Futures League standings. The 2-1. Foul tipped, and Norwich down to their final strike tonight. The Unicorns made things interesting with 3 in the 8th inning. But Wilkes has been fanning the Norwich offense in the 9th. It's 2-2 on CJ with 2 outs. Wilkes is set. And so is Dodd Stadium. The 2-2 home. Swung on and missed. Struck him out. Wilkes strikes out the side. And he locks up a save here tonight. Silver Knights hold on and they win it 5-3, the final score here on this Monday night. Sea Unicorns fall to 12-15 on the summer through their first 27 games. Things were interesting. What a ride tonight. And it's Nashua who gets the last laugh here tonight. The conversation now between the two staffs, but either way, what an outing for Declan Wilkes. He came in with an edge tonight, and he secures the victory for the Silver Knights. It's a Nashua team, make it 4 straight wins for Nashua as they try to plant themselves in that 4th place spot. Win number 14 of the summer, and Nashua back at 500 through 28 games. Take a moment, step aside. Sea Unicorns post-game wrap-up is up after this when we return.
Huge shout out to Bacchus Hospital for partnering with Griswold Middle School to give 8th grade students an unforgettable hands-on experience through Dare to Care. Students explored the critical care unit, emergency department, Lifestar helicopter, and American ambulance while taking part in interactive safety activities like impairment goggles and stop the bleed training. These real-world lessons are helping empower our youth to make safe, healthy decisions and learn valuable life-saving skills. From all of us at Griswold Pride, thank you to the doctors, nurses, first responders, and staff who made this incredible day possible. Together, we're building a safer and stronger community.
Jewett City Savings Bank gives you 2 ways to pay for purchases, while also keeping your accounts and your money secure. Use our contactless debit card or add the card to the mobile wallet on your phone. Both give you a fast, safe, and easy way to check out. To learn more, stop by one of our offices in Eastern Connecticut or visit jcsbank.com. Jewett City Savings Bank, member FDIC.
Unicorn fans, ready to rep your Norwich Sea Unicorns? Dive into the point-of-sale team store. From hats and jerseys to gear that covers every base, show your Sea Unicorn spirit and style. From ballpark essentials to unique souvenirs, there's something for every fan in the pod. Stop by during any home game or shop anytime at seaunicorns.milbstore.com. That's seaunicorns.milbstore.com. The point-of-sale team store has you covered all season long. He was rolling 4 no-hit innings, and all of a sudden the wheels go off the bus in the 5th inning. But big picture, bounce back start by him. What was working for the right-hander?
It was good to see him kind of fall back into his normal stance of domination on the mound. I mean, of course, he started the season out 2-0 through 11 innings, didn't allow a single run. Earned run average was at 0, only 2 hits. He's fallen on rough times his last 2 starts. I don't consider this a loss for him, even though it will go down as that in the scorebooks. It seemed like he was dominating, like you said, Adam. 4 no-hit innings, really ran into trouble in the 5th. That pass ball kind of started things going. Of course, it was a bang-bang play at home plate, which really, I think, got in his head. What happened in this game with him is he got in his own head once the 5th inning came, and once you saw those 5 runs, he got pulled. Other than that, he did very good, I think. I mean, like we said, 4 no-hit innings. He was putting the ball where he needed to. 2 strikeouts on the game. I think he's just going to get better, and he's going to learn from this appearance today.
Yeah, certainly plenty to learn from. Saw those highlights. Great command of the zone, and I know he was frustrated, fired up with the way things unfolded in the 5th inning, but that's a good start for him. Gave Norwich length and a pitching staff that's a little mangled right now, trying to fight through some injuries. Gave them 4 quality innings, and when you do that, you have to feel good about yourselves and your chances to win the game. When you give up 5 in an inning, that was the difference tonight. 2 innings where runs were scored. 5 in that inning for Nashua, and Norwich got 3 of their own in the 8th inning. Other than that, it was a 0-0 ball game tonight at Dodd Stadium, and there was a shortage of offense from both sides, but give Nashua credit. Let's go to that 5th inning here tonight. That's where all the action happened. Just found ways to get some hits. Soft contact, blooped it into the outfield, and all of a sudden, traffic on the bases. You saw the play at the plate. The ball 4 that missed. Close call, but either way, Nashua earned their opportunities in that 5th inning. And when you send 10 men to the plate more times than not, it's going to be a lot of good things.
There's going to be a lot of good things going forward, and this is going to be a dogfight for the remainder of the season for, I think, 4th place in the Futures League, which, of course, the first 4 teams make it into the Futures League playoffs. And Nashua has outscored Norwich by 30-3 at this point, or 30-4, I believe it is at this point. So they definitely have their number. Each and every season, there's always a new rivalry that the Corns are going to face. In 2022, it was Brockton. 2023, you saw the Lake Monsters be their number 1 rival. Last year, of course, it was
24 was Westfield.
24 was Westfield. Last year was the Bees. This year, the team to beat for Norwich is going to be the Silver Knights. It's going to be them in a dogfight the remainder of the season for that 4th place spot, and they are so close. You know, it's a stark difference from what it was at the start of the year. We didn't get a home win here until midway through June, and although that we lost tonight, this team has been playing much better. You know, yes, we're going to be losing some guys in the next couple of weeks, but we're going to have new talent that's going to come in, new spark plugs, new leaders that are going to feed off each other, and then it's just going to be smooth sailing, hopefully, up from this point.
Jacob Snyder is one of those new guys. He'll play in that Prospects game tomorrow. Tonight's Capital Property Group player of the game, Ty Losit. He's going to get the win tonight, 6 shutout innings. And I thought he was dominant for Nashua tonight in his Silver Knights debut. Well, he did just about everything you would want. Held the Norwich offense to 1 hit. Had them off balance. Didn't need a lot of strikeouts. Induced a lot of soft contact. And had Norwich just underneath a lot of his pitches tonight. Give him credit. He was sharp in his first as a Silver Knight.
And we kind of expected this. I mean, he threw a no-hitter this past season, which at the D3 level, at any level, is extremely hard to do. So the fact that he was able to accomplish that feat in his college season, you can only kind of assume that it's going to translate to success here at this level. Of course, you'll be facing higher caliber of play at the Futures League than you will at the D3 level because you have guys from D1, D2, D3. It's a whole cluster of guys that are going to come together and perform. So I liked what I saw from him today. Unfortunately, it was for those Silver Knights. But if Norwich wants to get a win against him going forward, I think they have to stop chasing after those balls that we saw. I mean, the last inning, of course, 3 strikeouts, back-to-back-to-back, all on the slider outside. They all swung at it. So just have to play smarter baseball when it comes to that.
No doubt about it. Let's look at tonight's Capital Property Group. We're feeling electric. Play of the game, Caden Williamson. He's got hits now in 7 straight games. How about this play by the Bobcat? He tracks it down in right field at the warning track.
It looks like Ichiro Suzuki out there, honestly. Covering ground on that play. Looks like he ran about 50 yards probably just to get that one. So, unfortunately, we're going to be seeing him leave for the summer in about a week or 2. But he's been a joy to have. He's been a spark plug for these guys, one of the top 5 hitters on the Sea Unicorns staff. But he continued to do what he came here to do, and that's play high-level baseball. And even though that they were down by 5 at that point, just to go after that and make that phenomenal play, it just shows the type of character that he has, and that's why he's our DB1 electric player of the game.
Yeah, what a play by him, no doubt about it. Final totals here on this Monday night.
Monday. It's only Monday, yeah, starting the work week.
Silver Knights win it. Final score tonight, 5-3. Your final score, 5 runs tonight for Nashua on 6 hits, no errors. Norwich, 3 runs, 3 hits, 1 error. Winning pitcher tonight is Ty Losin. He goes 6 innings for Nashua. The loss to Matt Tabbitt, 4 1/3 innings, and the save to Declan Wilkes. Struck out the side in the 9th inning. Up next, the New Britain Bees tomorrow at New Britain Stadium. Mike, let's set the table for that game, those New Britain Bees. The Battle of the Nutmeg State. Jacob Schrag will make his 2nd start of the summer for Norwich. I don't know if we're in it yet. Must-win territory, game 28 of the season. 2.5 games out of the final playoff spot. got to have a game tomorrow in New Britain.
You know what? We got about one game left before we really got to start getting serious. It's hard to believe that we're about to be in July already. We got America's Day coming up on Saturday. We won't be here. We'll be out on the lake or a beach house somewhere. But let's take a look at Strigg. 1-1 on the year, 11 innings pitched, has struck out 10 guys and 5 earned runs. He hasn't played terrible by any stretch of the imagination. He has been dominant. He will find his spot in the strike zone, and he's a strikeout guy. You saw 10 on the season so far in just 11 innings. That's about a strikeout per inning. So I like what I've seen from him. He won't get the start at home, unfortunately, as Mike Narski gives us a nice charger. I'm going to need to use that for my phone.
Yep,
but
you'll have that in a second because we are wrapping it up here tonight. Silver Knights win it. Final score 5-3 Nashua. They get back to 500 at 14-14 here this summer. And the Sea Unicorns fall to 12-15. For our broadcast producer and engineer, Nick DeRue, Evan Olenson, and Mark Benway on the cameras. Our team reporter, Logan Rundy. My broadcast partner, Mike Neville. I'm Adam Plager saying so long and good night. We'll talk to all of you tomorrow. The coverage gets underway at 4 o'clock right here at Dodd Stadium. It's the Northeast Prospects game. First pitch coming at you at 6:30 local time. Once again, final score, Nashville wins it 5-3 on a Monday night.
Own rental property around here, you know how fast tenant calls, repairs, and rent collection can pile up. That's where Capital Property Group comes in. They handle everything: tenant screening, rent collection, maintenance, repairs, and day-to-day property and association management. Whether it's a long-term rental